Do you think I would be giving him too much credit to say that that could play a little bit of a factor in terms of why, or do you think it's all about how good Dave Allen was tonight?
Well, you can get a lot of energy. You can get a second win from the fans, right? They'll give you something to carry on going.
We're seeing the highlights now. Round one, explosive body shots from Fisher. Round two, we see Allen starting to come back in it with that overhand right.
And he found a home for that overhand right all night. Hey, they
round five.
not.
Round five. I hope that the highlights are now showing Dave Allen for the rest of this fight, because that is how it played out.
Yeah. Look at this. Bam, bam. Clubbing.
Just grown man.
Is there a possibility that they robbed Dave Allen?
They better
If they
not.
rob him, that would be disgusting.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think it was too, like, Dave Allen won too convincingly, in my opinion.
It's too obvious.
If it had been close, I think there would have been a chance, but I'd be very, very surprised if that was the case.
I'd love to say I'm going home to say that I'm going to stand with the fighter, but I need to watch the main event. I'm not going to, there's no protest from me. Whatever happens.
No.
Yeah, we're staying.
But yet the wheels fall off.
No protest from me.
Dave Allen should get this win.
I'm excited for Dave Allen, right? You talk about, right, he started a family, he was written off. He was actually a bit of a joke, and he admitted it himself. For him to come back like this, in a fight where he was basically being fed to build another young fighter.
It's a good story.
It's a beautiful story, man. I credit, and we were having a laugh about him beforehand. But one thing we didn't say is he's useless. You know, he's not making the most use out of his talent.
That's right.
It's not done yet.
Oh my God, a split decision.
Oh my God, that is.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
95-94 in favour of Johnny Fisher, one judge. 96-93 in favour of Allen, another judge.
That's where it should be.
I think the right man's going to get it.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Now the WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion.
Please.
What? Are you joking me? That is insane. That is one of the worst robberies I've ever seen.
I got a horrible feeling for USYK tonight. That's terrible.
I'm sorry, but that is absolutely disgusting.
That is a freaking joke. There is no way Johnny Fisher won that fight. No way. No way.
That's one of the bad ones, man.
They need to have a referee a judge press conference, and they need to sit down and explain how the hell they scored it like that. That's insane.
I literally can't. That is blown my.
That's.
Oh, no. I asked you the question before, lads. Let me bring this back. I said, is there a possibility? We didn't even, as a group, even think it was even possible. And here we are. I mean, I'll tell you what, right? I mentioned the narrative because we know judges are influenced by narrative. And the narrative before this was Johnny Fisher supposed to win. Now, the narrative
that's pissed me off.
In the main event, amongst all the boxing media, is Tyson Fury is supposed to win. This does give me a lot of worry. And I'm not saying that Tyson Fury can't legitimately win, right? As much as I'm a hater and all that. But you want good judging. And this,
look at that.
The fact is, Allen's landed the better punches, right? And more of them. So I don't know, man.
But do you know what it is, right? Boxing's about what you like, okay? Boxing's... listen to me. Listen to me. Let me finish the point, boys, for fuck's sake. Right. Boxing is about what you like. Boxing's subjective, yeah? So maybe some... has boxed out, obviously, and where he's competed. And I think it's a very, very tough ask for Ishmael Davis, this one.
And
but
that,
let's see how it plays out.
That Ortiz fight, how he looked in there was just incredible. So, and he knocked down Ortiz, what, twice?
Twice, yeah.
Ridiculous.
You've got to give him credit because I don't think he had much of an amateur career. Did he have any amateur fights? Because we're talking about
Ishmael Davis.
Ishmael Davis.
Yeah,
Because we're talking about we love the story. I mean, he was in jail.
Yeah.
You know, he never thought he would be getting these opportunities, and twice now he's been on a Riyadh season card. You know, it just shows. You know, if you promote yourself well and you're willing to take risks and get in there when they need someone, you can change your life.
He's been pushed straight onto the back foot by Bahushek, and obviously he is throwing some back, but we know from the Tyson Fury against USYK first fight, how much, even when there's not a lot of shots coming at you, how much that takes out of you to have to be on it at all times, go on the back foot, and then be throwing shots back. And one thing he does well is he switches stance, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Ishmael Davis.
He's a tricky. He fought someone from the north where I'm from, and he is quite tricky. I think in the past he hasn't been quite as sharp and as fit. When we've seen him against Josh Kelly, he just couldn't get his legs underneath him. He couldn't close the distance.
You know what's crazy about the Josh Kelly one though? Just jump in on that. He was a late.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't fit.
He couldn't be where
you
he
know what
needs to
with
be.
the Josh Kelly one though. As much as you're saying, like obviously Joy said, Josh Kelly won most of the rounds, right? If not all of them.
Yeah.
It felt like only one fighter was going to knock the other one out, and it felt like it was Davis who was actually going for that knockout towards the end. And I felt like Kelly was very relieved when the bell came. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he is dangerous.
But you know what? Is Josh Kelly's got like, you know, he's got question marks about his toughness anyway. That Avanesian fight where he just got absolutely roughhoused. You think if you can't cleanly box someone and they allow you to box, the minute you get him into a bit of a tear up.
To give a little bit of credit to Josh Kelly though, and give him a little bit of leeway, he was preparing for a completely different fight in Liam Smith. And what you could say is you could go, well, hold on, Liam Smith's a more proven and a better boxer, but when you have a completely different opponent style and everything in front of you, because it's a Riyadh season card, right? It means that when you get a replacement in there, the replacement's going to be maybe just as dangerous, to be honest, in the current day.
If not more dangerous, because this version of Smith, is he able to do these athletic movements that we're seeing from Davis? Probably not. Like
no. And if it was back in the day on a Matchroom show, Josh Kelly's pitted against Liam Smith. Liam Smith ends up not being able to fight 2 weeks before the fight. Josh Kelly still fights, but he fights a journeyman and then it goes on to the next one. Now it's like, do you still want to fight? Okay, now all of a sudden you might have to roll the dice even more. So I've got to give credit to Josh Kelly for getting through that. And maybe come the end of this fight, we'll give even more credit to Josh Kelly.
So do you want to follow this fight? Or do you want to do an award, lads? Because I don't want to fuck with you.
I'd like to do an award.
Guys, Ishmael took that first round, you know. He surprised me. I was like, I'm not invested. But then I'm very surprised.
We'll give it another round.
Yeah.
Just to let people at home know, because I want you to get your nominations in the comments. Let us know, right? We've got awards such as if you've just tuned in, the Pain Game 2024 awards. But we're actually going to allow you to start from Battle of the Baddest Riyadh season, end of 2023. We got Male Fighter of the Year, Female Fighter of the Year, Best Fight of the Year, Performance of the Year, meaning who was the most dominant in a fight, Knockout of the Year, Promoter of the Year, Breakout Star of the Year. So if there's any of those that you want to get in, let us know and we'll be relayed that and we'll take it into account. Appreciate it.
I'm shocked at what I'm seeing. The movement from Ishmael's been brilliant.
He's fast, isn't he?
He's really getting busy.
I think in the Josh Kelly fight, his feet weren't as quick, but I think it's his head movement and the way he switches. He's very unorthodox. And like you say, as a late replacement, it's a potential banana skin sometimes. So it's proven difficult, his style.
Because we saw him, you know, and he was clever because he came to the last fight, the Fraser Clark one? He was with us. He was here. Remember, playing on the way back. So he knows this is someone that's been clever. Said, you know, I'm going to stay around Turkey al-Sheikh. I'm going to make sure my presence is here. So then he's back on the card. Look at him now.
He looks good.
He
looks
fucking
good.
I think after the late replacement against Josh, he was promised, you know, you get another opportunity. And he's been clever. He's kept himself fit and ready. So when that opportunity did come, he was ready to take it.
He's
a good counter puncher,
this is what I like about Riyadh season is the fact that fighters and taking losses, it just doesn't matter. Like, come back again. Do you know what I mean?
I love the fact that Riyadh season and the events are being run by a boxing fan. And I'm not saying that Eddie Hearn isn't, and I'm not saying that Frank Warren isn't, but they also look at the business side of things very, very deeply.
They're trying to protect their fighters, aren't they?
There you go. And I think that, like we're seeing here with Ishmael Davis, with Turkey al-Sheikh, he's a boxing fan and he's a man who'll watch someone and they can take a loss, but they'll turn up and he'll grow an attachment to them. And then you'll see them back. And he'll have done that with Dave Allen tonight.
Hopefully.
He's obviously done that. He's obviously done that with this kid, Ishmael Davis. And we've seen him do it with fighters before.
Big Baby Miller.
The guy, Big Baby Miller, the guy that fought on nearly every card. What was his name? He got beaten, like Mark Chamberlain, who got beaten the last one, you know? That wasn't on the cards for him, but it's become on the cards for him because the man putting these together is a genuine boxing fan. And that's brilliant to see because do you know what also it does? It gives boxers who aren't big ticket sellers, who aren't big names, it gives them hope. It gives them incentivization why to train hard.
Absolutely.
So he's rejuvenating the careers of boxers without even being involved in it.
Dave Allen, a great example of it, really.
You're right, but
Davis been caught with a massive left hand and he's down. It was right on the inside.
This round he's fought the worst fight, Nate.
You know what? He got a little too carried away and he stopped respecting the power.
Big time.
And he paid for it.
Big
and
time.
I think he's really hurt. You know, he's trying to shake it off.
He's got to get back to what you were doing before.
He's in
In and
trouble
out, mate. In and out.
In and out. He got too brave. He got too brave.
He wasn't. Yeah, he was in and out, and then he just stayed in, didn't he?
Got into the pocket.
I don't know if he's gonna.
He might not survive this still.
Stay southpaw.
Yeah.
He needs to stay
He's
southpaw.
going to see this bell by the looks
There
of
we go.
it.
Yeah,
Switch.
Get
out.
Why is he trying to push forward right now? Get away from him, mate.
The best thing he can do in that situation is go southpaw and go on the back foot. That's the hardest you're going to be hit. And because he looks comfortable at doing so, that's what he needs to do in that moment. That'll be a bit of a wake-up call, a reality check for him. And obviously, it's going to be hard for him to now come through it. And obviously, Bahuchek will gain massive confidence knowing that he can do that to him. But at the same time as that, he does know that he is able to land on Bahuchek. And getting there is one of the main things, isn't it? That was a great left hook.
I think the problem has been he's been able to hit him too easily, and he's got overly confident and realizing the level that he's in with. And unfortunately, he's paid the price because everything he was doing was working. He was doing the right thing, tactical wise. He just got that little bit too greedy.
And it's also the first
smiling
round
as well. You see him smiling, knowing, I got caught with something there that I shouldn't have really been hit with. I should have been a bit more wiser.
And also, some guys start slow. So you can't get too excited at this level thinking that, I got him. I could do this all night. It's like, mate, he's just had a look at you because he doesn't know you. He wasn't preparing for you. And now he's got the measure. It could be crazy.
Can you believe we're here to watch Tyson Fury and Usyk?
I can't believe it.
It's like the first time we watched this was in your house.
And
now
it's fucking weird, man.
Was in your house reacting.
Do you know what it was though? Before that fight, lads, I was really nervous because there was this pent-up thing of, I need this guy to lose, man. Because he's such a fucking, cocky bastard. I just wanted Fury to lose cleanly once in his career so that I never had to listen to this no man born from his mother ever again. Now I've had that, I'm like, you know what?
See what happens.
I'm a bit more chill about it tonight. But also, I'm a bit more chill because I've got so much confidence in Usyk that I'm not. There's no nervous energy from me.
Hey, you better get that nervous energy back because if what the judges are on tonight,
bro.
Listen, you better find that nervous energy.
Yeah, you're fucking right.
You better find that.
Do you know what's funny? You're saying it's mad that we're here watching Tyson Fury against Usyk. First fight I watched Tyson Fury in, I believe, was at York Hall. Can't remember who he fought, but it was at York Hall, right? And then I remember going to the Dillian White fight, and I remember being there, and that was a surreal moment, being like, I watched this guy in York Hall, and now I'm watching him at Wembley Stadium. If you would have said to me then, if you would have said to me then, you're going to be out in Saudi Arabia with the boys commentating alternative commentary on the zone, I'd have said I'd have some of what you're drinking.
You would have already been drinking that, to be fair.
He knows me well.
Ishmael Davis is getting a bit too greedy.
He's doing it again, isn't he? He's getting on the inside again, and he's staying there. He's going to get caught if he's not careful.
Yeah, he is greedy. And he needs to understand.
It's the levels. It's the jumping levels. It's
that's right.
Because when he's out sparring lads around Great Britain, he might be thinking he might be the hurt guys, but when you go to that next level, the guys don't get hurt in the same way.
They recover and they come back strong, and they've adapted now to what you can do.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's just got to be composed. I mean, he's still landing though. That's just quite interesting.
But he's just got to step out at times. He's got to step out at the right time. He's just staying in there for way too long. We're not seeing that movement that we saw earlier.
He seems to start the round with great movement, lateral movement, switching from southpaw to orthodox, and it's working. But as the round goes on, he seems to slow down.
That's right.
Because if you look at him, he is very muscular, and I'm thinking to myself, is that a bit too much muscle?
Mate, his back's absolutely shredded.
He's got a back like me. I mean,
Do you know what the thing is as well? Like, obviously, the Josh Kelly fight was at middleweight, yeah?
He's getting moved.
Josh,
He's
that
getting
was a
fucking moved to on the ropes.
Another short left hook
He's
inside
holding
there.
on for dear life right now.
That was the same shot he got caught with earlier.
That's right.
Good
Oh,
uppercut though, but bro, Chuck's got a good chin on him still, so he's just in there.
Whenever I see muscular fighters, I always go back to a quote from Andre Ward where he's just like, man, when them muscles fill up with blood, you're not going to be able to move.
Yeah.
What I'm surprised at, right, is obviously the lateral movement and pendulum stepping, like getting in and out has been where we've seen him look his best.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to like old man him, walk him down, and I'm like, that ain't your game, mate. Like
right.
you've just been
I think the
smashed for that reason.
I think the knockouts come in the next round.
I
I
think
think this fight over in the next round. Ngannou, see you.
I've seen him with like lower level guys, and he does fight like that. He is good inside defensively, but like again, it's levels. That's the difference. And I think sometimes as well, when you're in with good fighters, you sometimes think if you're closer, they can't get the same sting in the punches.
Yeah.
But you know, at this level, every
well,
punch, all range.
let me tell you, when you see Bahuchek in with Virgil Ortiz Jr., yeah? And when you see that, and when you see him drop Virgil Ortiz Jr. twice, right? And when you see that, and then you fight with those tactics thinking that you're going to be able to be the man that stopped him when Virgil Ortiz Jr. wasn't able to do that.
Mate.
That's really rolling the dice. And that's really backing your ability. Fair play to him if it comes off, but...
Yeah.
I think this fight ends in this round
I
here.
did hear his interviews coming into this, and he was super confident. He was willing to take that risk. So I do respect if he is trying to get him out of there. But yeah, I don't think it's the right one, unfortunately.
We just seen Francis Ngannou on our screens, who got a big cheer there from the Saudi fans. I had a good chat with him the other day, and he said he'd been watching the videos, which was pretty cool. Very likable guy. I really hope we see him have at least one more boxing match. If Fury does lose, that is something I'd be interested in seeing.
Really?
What, the Fury rematch?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
You know why? Because when I watched that rematch back, because I was thinking, like, ahead of this fight, he's changed so much, Fury, to be fair to him. He really got his act together. But I think he's just a bad style for Fury, because Fury likes to rough these guys up, and Francis is twice as strong as him.
It's coming, guys.
Do you know what a lot of people
meat's been
forget
seasoned.
is, and again, I go back to being at the Fury against Wyatt fight. A lot of people forget that Francis Ngannou was in the ring after that fight.
Yeah.
Now, that wasn't by chance.
Good shot.
Tyson Fury had lined up that fight next.
Yeah.
And why had Tyson Fury lined it up? Because he thought it was a very winnable fight. So I do think that there is that element there that you wanted that fight next. You knew it was a big payday. It was a very winnable fight. And therefore, why would anyone want a fight that they don't think they're going to win? You think you're a favourite in it. That's why you want these fights. You think they're fights that you're going to look good in and whatnot. And I think that we would see a different version of Tyson Fury in a rematch if that was to happen with
I
Ngannou.
absolutely think it would not go this thing. I'm not saying I wouldn't give Francis a chance, because that man is so strong and powerful. He can hit anyone and put anyone down, right? But I think Fury would take him a lot more seriously. And I actually think if Tyson Fury had not had the Francis fight, I think Usyk would have finished Tyson Fury in that first fight. That was the wake-up call that Fury desperately needed.
And is Peter?
He should be thanking Ngannou for the beating.
Gone? Is John Fury not?
So John
Not in the
so far hasn't been seen at Fight Week. I was watching an interview of Tommy earlier,
Yeah, that was funny.
and he kind of just said, "I don't know whether
I
my
haven't
dad's going to
spoken
be."
to my dad.
Yeah.
And it's like,
What, the man who trains you and negotiates all your fights for you, and has actually cost you 10 million quid this year. You haven't spoken to him. I wouldn't speak to him
Maybe
either,
that's
to
why.
be fair. If he cost me that kind of cash. Do you know they might be getting sued now?
By who?
yeah,
For no showing on Misfits.
It makes sense.
Well, Misfits
I
set
hope
up
so.
all of that, the promotion, had all of the fucking Darren Till, Tommy Fury,
Of
and,
course.
and now they're just trying to get another fight.
and they hadn't really got a reasonable
He's gonna
you
kick
know,
me. He might
excuse,
kick
because
me.
say for example, we've seen press conference where, what was it? Didn't Del Boy threaten to go to someone's house and
Tommy Fury threatened to throw elbows at KSI when they were going to fight. He did it himself. So if you're going to like
should be
pussy
over
out,
now.
But
all that,
we've seen worse than that, and fights go ahead. We've seen Del Boy say, "I know where you live. I'm going to come to your house." Blah blah blah. We saw, it
Mate,
kick off.
Shannon Briggs turned up the fucking
Mike
dinner
Tyson
time.
wants to eat
It
people's
was
kids.
Vladimir.
Remember?
Yeah.
The kids.
Listen,
like
it's what you do in press conferences, how you build
That's
fights.
right.
We've seen, Lennox Lewis against Tyson or fighting in the press conference or the win or whatever. We've seen it with David here, our new best friend. We've seen him against Eric Chisholm.
Lennox and Hassan Ratman were rolling around in the middle of an interview.
Yeah.
Tommy Fury is getting his hands wrapped already.
Tommy Fury's a coward. It's simple as that.
He's one fight away, isn't it? Yeah, that's right.
Do you know? I'm really
can't believe
disappointed that
I'm
the
I'm excited, bro.
I can't believe what's
I'm
going
surprised
on.
they've let this beard stay though.
What do you mean?
Look how
Why?
puffed up this
Come
beard
on,
is.
the narrative around
don't
Fury,
mean
he
no-
can
that
do what the
don't
hell he
change
likes.
nothing.
No one's going to stop him.
What are they gonna say? How can they cut his
No, but
beard?
they say that you shave your beard.
What are you going to say? The fight's not happening. Like
They don't always say that though.
Mate,
Where you got
Usyk
that from?
team-
You
Usyk
see,
team
you
have been
have
pushing for
complained
it.
about the beard.
We could go through examples. There's been loads of fighters that have fought with beards.
Yeah.
Robert Helenius fought with a beard for pretty
Hey.
much his entire career.
Hey,
There's
listen.
Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder in the third fight with a beard.
Hey,
like
listen,
there's been
listen.
fighters
That's
that.
haterade. That's just
You gotta
And then when you
Haterade.
go back to the
Understand.
80s, when you go back to the
That's
80s,
Travis
heavyweights.
Guys, you gotta understand. Me and Usyk, we don't care. It's just Usyk's team. But they've been lobbying about it.
Do you know what? I've seen enough bearded fighters get smoked and not think it's like, you know. I mean, maybe that was the UFC to be fair from memory, but I remember Brock Lesnar had a massive beard and he got chinned, no problem.
I doubt after the Usyk fight though, when Tyson Fury sort of went home and analysed where he went wrong, he went, I didn't have any facial hair.
But this is the thing. Can we just know? So this is the thing about Fury that's really weird. He's done a lot of weird things, like this whole not talking to the wife for 3 months. Like
He just didn't want to talk to her.
That's a great
hilarious.
He didn't want to
excuse.
talk to her. He just didn't want to talk to her. That's all it comes down to.
It wasn't fight related, was
It
it?
can't be fight related.
It was just the
Can you
best
imagine-
excuse.
Can you imagine you can say to your missus, sorry, babes, I'm training.
No.
I know you need me to take
A
some
lot,
bins.
a lot of men use the thing of I've got work, right? Not right now, but like not for 3 months
3
though.
months.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I think?
He
right?
really needed a break. He's got a lot of kids,
Could
right?
we
He just
try that,
needed
though?
some fucking peace.
Could we try that?
No,
How long,
finish in
how
the
long
training
could you
session.
get? How long could you get of not trying to talk to the missus, saying that I've got something big on the
Wait a minute.
horizon?
Are we actually?
Like, how long-
are
how
we
many-
trying to strategize
how
now?
long
Is that
could
what we're doing?
Well, how,
She
wait,
wears
how
a lot
long-
of Versace and Louis Vuitton.
I
I think
reckon
that may have something to do.
Go on.
I'll buy you all of that. Just let us fucking have
So
some
you
peace.
say
Hold on.
2-3 days?
So when
Maybe,
she
yeah.
knows you finish your training for the day and you're
Yeah.
just at home in your hotel room. She has to
Do you
accept
know
that
the
there's no
best bit about
talking.
it was he
Making
was like,
YouTube videos.
he was acting like it's a sport and lifestyle and all of that, and then they cut to Usyk, and the woman goes, "Have you not talked to your wife in a while?" Nah, every day. Pretty much. Yeah. And it's just like, and this is the thing where, and this is why I've got to question how much belief Tyson Fury has when
Right.
you're going right. Is it good to stay in a warrior frame of mind and not be in a family man frame of mind? Yes. But to completely shut it down completely for 3 months, what are the returns for that, really?
I promise you, in the car,
Is that
go
the
on.
difference between winning and losing, really?
In the car
Mate.
ride, I'm married and I've been married for a long time. I
Congratulations.
promise you what's
Be
going to
careful
happen.
what you're about to say.
No, it's okay. I'm going to be safe here. In the car ride, on
She's
the way
watching.
home, if he does lose, do you know what she's going to do?
Oh,
It's going to be it's a quiet moment. She's just going to say, you should have spoken to us. That's what's going to, bro,
You've
just
never
as the
done this
car,
before.
as you indicate, as you hear,
Well, you know,
should have spoken to us.
Do you know-
And
I did
promise
try
that-
and tell you. I did try and tell you
'Cause a
that we
woman
would
must.
keep your spirits high actually in training camp, but you didn't want to listen, Tyson, did you? No.
She has to hear you. I told you.
Do you
so.
imagine that though? This is actually a genuine thing, right? It's genuine. Like that was all for nothing if he loses. Like that's the
3
fun.
months lost of
There's
the marriage.
nothing funnier about tonight than him not speaking to him for 3 fucking months
So
for
we're-
nothing.
So we're on the
For
pain.
nothing.
We're on the pain game, guys. Let's be real. If you could have a couple,
Yeah, but
a week and a two.
That's what I'm thinking, though, right? So if he'd said, "Look, I'll ring you every other week or whatever," even if he says, "I'll give you 5 minutes," at least that's something for her.
12 weeks.
She
bro.
could, by the way, I thought this was a lie, right? She's confirmed it herself, by the way.
Jason Statham.
But that's
12
three.
weeks.
That's 3 months you don't get back. He's got young children.
That's what I'm saying.
Why would you want to do that?
They can do
It's not
things
normal.
now. You missed it.
Yeah, but if you
The
feel
Dad, when was my happy birthday?
like that gives you your edge, yeah, whether you're right or wrong in doing it, if your gut tells you to do it, I say do it. Listen, I believe that my weak spot would always be my child, yeah. So say for example, even if I fight a million times lower level than this, but even if I fight in London, and that means there's no need for me to go to the hotel and stay with the fighters, I could just commute and go back and forth and whatever, I'll still do it. 3 months is a stretch, but I'll still do it for that fight week
No, it's
because
literally a prison
I don't want to
stretch.
be around any I don't want to be around any energy that softens me and takes my focus away and stuff like that. And do you know what it is? I just said a week, yeah. Well, he's boxing at a level 1,000,000 times higher than what I'm boxing at. So maybe when you lengthen that, it does work out around
No,
3
mate.
months. And it might be stupid,
A
but
4-minute phone call doesn't do anything to your training, my man.
I mean, you could even, even within them 3 months, you could maybe see them twice.
It's not-
Would it really make a difference?
Yeah, I mean,
Twice, even.
There's some,
babe,
there's
still alive?
some relationships that there's some relationships that can help you in a boxing ring. You know, when you get them arguments and you go, "Fuck, I'm going to take it out on the sparring partner." And they
Yeah,
like,
but can you imagine living with Tyson Fury? You get the impression when you hear the two of them talk, it's Paris that
fair.
needs it, not
3
Tyson
months.
Fury. So
3 months.
but
is
Paris
long,
needed the 3 months
Yeah,
off, not
so
him.
maybe that's the
She's
real
loved it.
reason.
She's been delighted.
She
with
cut him
it.
off.
She's like, just don't even come back.
But then think about this, yeah? So you've done this whole warrior mindset. You've gone to the mountains. You've done all this type of stuff.
Spartan.
Going into the fight, you're almost thinking, I've done all of this, so it should work. That first 2 rounds of like a bad couple rounds with Usyk, that's going to hit even harder because I've done all these things and it's still the same.
Yeah, it could be a. Remember when AJ said, "How did you beat me?"
Yeah.
Remember
This is
AJ
going to
just
be
didn't
clipped up,
understand.
you know, when he knocks Usyk out. We're going to look like right dicks.
I'm not.
It is. Listen, it is hilarious, but at the same time, fighters have done it for years and years.
Oh,
You
God.
do what, like Joey just said earlier on. You do what you got to do. Whatever you think's going to help you get through the fight. And with Tyson Fury's in unknown territory. He's never had a loss before. So
That's what this is all about, lads.
this is what it's
What
all
this
about.
is about is I can't have a single possible excuse,
Doubt in
a
his mind.
single stone unturned. And I'll give him credit for that. Like, what that tells us is we're getting everything tonight that he's got left.
Oh, absolutely.
Every last blood, sweat,
Absolutely.
and tears. If he is possible, like he said, you can't beat me. I'll beat you 7 days a week or whatever. If Tyson Fury can ever beat Alexander Usyk, it's gonna happen because he's done everything.
Can I just say one more thing? And I don't mean to put a downer on the mood, right? But
yes, you do.
Here we go, here we
but
go.
right, someone get a violin ready. No, he came out. He
no.
came out last time round, and he said obviously that his wife had a problem with her pregnancy in the build-up, and she had miscarried and whatnot. And he said, She never came out and said it to me, but he said I knew, right? He said I knew. Now I've got absolutely no reason to not take that at face value. Well, he would have known by speaking to her, yeah. And what I'm saying is, he probably thinks that if things are going wrong at home, say for example, we always think we know, but we don't know. Like fighters have lives,
fair.
they have elderly relatives, things like that, and you never really know. So if he can sense any sort of off vibe, he might think, do you know what, that could have affected me a little bit. And ultimately, everyone around the table could sit and go, no, it doesn't mean anything. The reason he lost is because of that. But fighters have to try and convince themselves of things. So I'm not going to shoot him down for it, man.
You know what? He's gone and killed the mood.
He's got one round back.
He's got one round back, and he's
There's
it's
no
the
one
rules,
here
it's the
not
rule.
having any empathy for the guy.
It's
Like
true.
when it comes to something like that, right? Everyone has empathy of anyone losing a child, right? It's fucking horrific, right? But what we're talking about here is a very extreme preventative measure that the returns of that are, well, what percent of not speaking to family is going to help you, in my opinion?
Well,
if you look, if it's more than 1%.
Well, the killer is the beauty of that is that question we answered in a few
We'll find out.
more a few
You know
hours.
what's funny is if it works, he can turn to and go, "That first fight was your fault.
Do you know what I feel like?
I shouldn't have listened to you.
That's
3
a
months of
brave
listening
man.
to you."
Oh, that's a
Or they've thrown the
makes
towel in.
Do you know
It
what it
made
is? I feel
sense.
like
Brave
Joey's
effort.
used his golden buzzer. He's put in a position where we can't say a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like
All right.
that
He
makes sense.
shot his load too early, though.
Yeah. All right, lads, we got to do some of these awards.
Yes,
all
go on.
right. We have got one more fight after this, and then it's the big one. One of the awards we came up with was Breakout Star of the Year for the Pain Game. The nominations, we've got Hamza Shiraz, Bakoli, Fabio Wardley, and Jose Valenzuela. In terms of, let's start with Shiraz, right? What kind of year has he had, in your opinion, lads?
I think he's had a tremendous year. I think the win against Amo Williams, I think that was a real standout performance because he was next level. You know, he had power, boxing ability. I think everyone thought he was going to be the next best big thing. You know what I mean? And to go out there and put a performance like that, and I think he also showed a lot because he was hurt early. He showed that he could recover, keep his cool. And, you know, his jab, everything, I just thought he showed a great performance in that fight. And I just think, we know he's now an ambassador. I think he looks the part. I think he's got the potential to go all the way from what I've seen.
Do you know what else I think, just to add on to that as well, right? I would have never doubted that he would have got a good reception in the UK when he fought on that Wembley card, despite not being from the capital himself. You know that he'll get a good reception there. The reception he gets out here is unreal.
It's mad.
Do you remember when he walked to the ring? I'm like, they love this guy. Like, so in terms of not only yourself embracing Riyadh season, but Riyadh season embracing you.
Yeah.
We spoke about impressing Turki Al-Sheikh. It's just as important, I think, to impress these guys that are watching the boxing, and ultimately we're really trying to attract to the sport here, and they love him.
Absolutely. Look at the difference, right? The last time he was here, the first one, it wasn't packed like this.
No.
Right now, look into the rafters. You're actually seeing, where's the seats? The seats are taken up, and they were here 2 fights ago. That just lets you know that something is happening. When I was on the way here, I was saying in the car, I was saying, guys, you know what's crazy? This now feels like the home for boxing. Like when you're talking about, if you want a big fight, well, send me to Saudi. You know what I mean? And before it's like, I can't wait to fight in America. Now you're saying that about Las Vegas. Now you're saying that about this place because the money is here. Follow the money. It's incredible. But back to the
Shiraz for me, the thing I love about him is he's a right sharpshooter. He's got precision, power, speed, and also when you like get to know his character, he's a cool guy, man. He's got like a James Bond vibe about him.
You took the words out of my mouth when he was in that his suit the other night. It was him the
he looks
inside.
like he could be the next fucking James Bond, right? And he could literally kill people. So he's definitely high on the list. Another one, Bakoli, right? Bakoli has now become one of the most feared heavyweights in the world.
Yes.
They put him in there with Jared Anderson, who was really one of the favorites of Turki Al-Sheikh. And Bakoli showed him what the fuck was up. He took him to school that day. Like.
Yes.
Big time.
What was that like in America watching that with you?
That was fantastic because you got to understand how Americans see the heavyweight division. When it's one of their own, they look at it like, he's our guy. We don't care who this dude is. They miscalculated heavily when Bakoli rocked up because they didn't give him a chance, and he beat him up, man. Like, to Jared Anderson's defense, he showed heart. But Bakoli said, yo, I'm the big bro here. I'm going to beat you up. You're never going to forget me. And I think that sent a message to all the other heavyweights now. No one's lining up to call out Bakoli.
Nobody.
I think Bakoli's been avoided for a long time.
It's getting worse because even I was listening to AJ's Ben Davison. He was on Talk Sport talking to Simon Jordan, and they were saying, well, what next? And they said, what about Bakoli? And I'm telling you right now, they should have just said the boogeyman because he said, well, if we have to fight him, we will fight him. But, you know, like, Bakoli's a hard day's work for anyone. And that let me know that this guy, nobody wants to see him.
Do you know what I feel a little bit smug about Martin Bakoli? Because I feel like us guys sat around the table now all knew about him. Like, we all knew he was a problem. And I remember being out in LA and big shout out to Wade, love Wade, but Wade thought that Jared Anderson was a big favourite going into that one. I'll better it. Teddy Atlas. I remember he went, it's not a real tough fight for Jared to get him out of there in a couple of rounds. And I thought,
wow.
Do you know Martin? Do you know who Martin Bakoli
Have you
is?
heard how high he just went?
Honestly,
that was Mariah Carey. All I want for Christmas is you.
Did he do that again? Just one more time?
Basically not taking that. But no, Martin Bakoli is a serious problem. I believe that on his day, he can beat any heavyweight out there at this moment in time. He's a throwback fighter. He gives me flashbacks from fighters that I've watched and looked back on from the 80s and whatnot. And he's got the right mix of everything. He's got a great amount of punch power. He's actually got better hand speed than maybe you would imagine when you look at him and his frame and whatnot. He's got a good chin and he's got that engine. He showed that he was able, because he got a little bit tired at a time during the Jared Anderson. Came back strong again. I don't think anyone will want to fight him. And do you know what the proof of the pudding is? Was it Gilles Zhang and Najib Caballero? Weren't both of them offered to fight Bakoli?
They both ducked him at the same time and went, let's fight each other and fuck him off. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I box in the same shows him in Newcastle, so I've met him in person. He's a giant and lovely guy, but everyone who sparred him says exactly the same. All the sparring stories we hear is absolutely true, and I do think he's a bit like a throwback, like George Foreman. I think the reason he's not the most, he doesn't look like a guy who goes out on a run much, but you've seen the weight he carries.
He doesn't have to, does he?
But because of that raw power that he's got, he doesn't need to load his punches up. It's so loose, and I think that's why he's a bit like George Foreman, because George Foreman just let his hands go, and it still had that power. And I think it's a bit about that narrative. I think he come in there thinking, in that LA show, I thought he was meant to be just an opponent, really. I don't think the Americans thought that was going to happen.
That was
and
a big
unfortunately,
mistake, that,
it
wasn't
was a massive mistake because I've always said about Jared Anderson, he's not the biggest of guys. And, you know, when you get in there, like now in the heavyweight division, we're in a division of giants. You know, look at the likes of Tyson Fury, like I said, Bacoli. The guys are giants. Exactly. So there's loads of these guys.
One of them who isn't a giant, but is still a big dude and knocking motherfuckers out is Fabio Wardley. He really put himself on the map this year.
Absolutely.
One. Because if you think about his journey into this is what's it? White collar boxing. You're talking about taking out. You were on Team GB with Frazier, and he's taking out those guys. With right now, is the what fight do you not fancy him in? Even when we thought that he was going to fight Dubois, it's not a. It's just Dubois' fight. You can't just say it's guaranteed.
You know how good Fabio Wardley is, right? We've done more awards. I'll give you a little sneak of what's to come. He's nominated, right, for Knockout of the Year, Fight of the Year, and Best Newcomer. Breakout Star. That is what a year Fabio Wardley has had. Because he has a few qualities that all fight fans love. He's game as fuck.
Yeah.
He's got power, and he's always going to put on an entertaining performance. For me, it's hard to not vote for him. But Shiraz,
you can't leave him out. I don't care what Shiraz has done. That knockout there, we didn't know what to do. We was worried. Even when we was leaving the country, we were thinking about Frazier.
But also, can we add, right, we're talking about Riyadh season as a whole. I think Hamza Shiraz has been brilliant. I think, like we said, the crowd has embraced him. David Adeleye has been stopped by Fabio Wardley. Then, in this time period, he's had a Fight of the Year contender with Fraser Clark. And then, when we're going back into it and we're going, Fraser could be the man to make more adjustments, you know, he has done him in a round, and without sounding disrespectful, he broke the man's face.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in terms of leaving a lasting impression, when you break a man's face, everyone remembered you. You leave a lasting impression
I'll
on
never forget
everyone.
it. I remember, like, we were all like, oh, and then we seen his face look like a Pablo Picasso painting, and we were like, what's just fucking happened? I've never seen that happen in a boxing.
I was scared.
Match. We were like, I think he might just have killed him.
We like violence, we love brutality. I don't even like to see that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that tells me that is a long-lasting impression. I think you've got to give. I'm giving my vote to Fabio Wardley.
I think where you look where he's come from, the unlicensed scene, white collar, to come to this, mate, I think you've got to give it to him because he didn't just beat a good fighter. He fought someone who's been on GB for years, Olympic bronze medalist. So I think it's a bit of a no-brainer, to be honest.
All right, I think that settles it.
I think it's unanimous.
Fabio Wardley, breakout star.
We can hear you, though.
Headphones for our man over there. All right. We'll move on to the next one, boys. We've done biggest comeback. We've got biggest loser of the year. I like a negative one. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
All right, biggest loser of the year. Tommy Fury, Deontay Wilder, Eddie Hearn. I don't know. Maybe that's harsh.
No.
Ben Whittaker, Anthony Yard, Jared Anderson. Someone just won a car, a wicked brand new car. I love this geezer's reaction. Love this geezer's reaction. Okay. Sorry, I'll start that again, lads. Biggest loser of the year. This kid's gone mental. Sorry, I've got to give it up.
He's won a wicked. He's won a proper car. Look at that Mercedes over there.
He's won a fucking beautiful Merc.
Is it like an E-Class?
I'm hoping one day it's going to be one of us.
I know we speak about the money that goes into these events, and sorry to interrupt this, Brian, but they've done this 2 shows running now.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, I'm not even on about your call, Imagine, like, O2 Arena. Imagine you go to O2 Arena, and someone in the crowd just wins, like, a Ferrari.
And can we just be honest here, right? I'm not trying to be body shaming anyone. He's an extra large man coming from me. I can say that because I just weighed in at 300 pounds and 22 stone. So
that's a lot.
He throws some quick punches for 300 pounds and 22 stone. No, he does.
Yeah, wasn't did the Muhammad Ali shuffle, didn't I, lad? We'll be putting that footage out. But no, I don't know if he can get in the car. I hope he can.
No, it's the E-Class. It's the
okay.
Brilliant.
All right.
He's made for it.
I'll just lay across the back
Big love to him. Anyway, biggest loser of the year. Are your headphones okay?
Yeah, we're back in the game.
We're back in the game. Biggest loser of the year, contenders: Tommy Fury, Deontay Wilder, Eddie Hearn, Ben Whittaker, Anthony Yard, Jared Anderson. I just want to say, Ben, if you're watching, it wasn't me who suggested you. I kind of like you, but anyway. Anyone who stands out,
me, bro.
I think anyone who stands out.
Can I just say the two standouts for me are Anthony Yard, contract-wise situation and whatnot. The fact that
can
this
you
is all
explain
going
this
on.
situation?
Yeah, I need to hear this, bro.
So, as I know it, Anthony Yard has an obligation for Frank Warren to have matching rights on his next fight. He believes he's not under contract. Frank Warren believes he is, and Ben Shalom signed him and given him a fight. By the way, that fight, God, he didn't look good in that fight either.
Hey, listen, bit of ring rust. He still won though.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not disputing that he won the fight, but he didn't look good in that fight. And if you're Anthony Yard and you're sat there now and you're watching the likes of Joshua Buatsi getting chances, Willie Hutchinson getting chances, even on Riyadh season we've seen Spider get chances. You must be looking at the light heavyweight mix right now and thinking, I need to be in there amongst this right now. And the fact that this whole contract situation means that he could be frozen out is what propels me to say you could have him in there as biggest loser, maybe for different sort of reasons as to why the other guys would be at the forefront.
I will stand with you on that because you see, Ishmael's been out here twice.
Yeah.
You can imagine, no disrespect to Ishmael, but then you imagine somebody of Yard's, everything about Yard. You talk about salesman. This guy is a great salesman. He looks the part. He looks like he should be here.
He's been frozen out because he's pissed the promoters off.
That's the thing.
But that's why it's a big loss.
But also, calling him the loser in the situation, okay, cool. But then you can also look at Frank and then say, well, why is this a result of your situation?
Does this look like Frank's losing?
No,
it's not like Frank's losing.
No, I hear what you're saying. He's coming off as the loser, but you have to look at who's instigating that situation then.
Deontay Wilder, lads, we've got to mention him, right? At one point, he was the most feared man in boxing, without a doubt, right? People were saying AJ was ducking him. He's looked so bad in these fights. And it's sad, right? Because I feel like he's kind of fucked his legacy a little bit in that, like, it's not about losing. It's about how you lose.
Yeah.
And to look so unthreatening and so just a nothing fighter. And that's not the fighter we've seen in there with Tyson Fury. He's a shadow of himself. And I think we will remember the Deontay Wilder, and we will give him credit for what he was. But a lot of boxing fans now are going, he was always shit. And that's a problem for him.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to say that I'm looking at Deontay Wilder with a lot of side-eye. More side-eye than you probably imagine. So while you say, we would say, you know what, he's this great guy that did this and did that, it's the batterings, and some of them have been real ones. And I always was saying this. You heard me say this in the past. How many years ago when he was asking for AJ? Well, kind of asking for AJ. In them moments of negotiation, you didn't want to see AJ. When you should have seen AJ, he's talking about, I want a body, I want this. And he's looked like the body. Everyone battered him. He span around. You talk about someone else
scared,
doing,
you know, this is the one thing that I have to say that it's stuck in my head, KJ. Yeah, he looked scared. And when someone who's the most feared looks so scared, I'm like, I can't unsee that now.
We got to look at the record. Yeah. He hadn't been in there with anybody at the top level. It was a friggin' mirage, smoke and mirrors, bro.
Against Fury, though,
don't trust Luis Ortiz. Yeah, but at the same time, if Fury's situation is, this is what qualifies him as the all-time great and the leader of this decade, Deontay Wilder is not the reason. You had one moment against Klitschko. Deontay Wilder has proved to be not as advertised. Because if you look at his record and switch it back, you'll be like, okay, cool. You knocked out a bunch of guys who are not in the top 15.
Lawrence, you mentioned Ben Whittaker. Why did you put Ben Whittaker in this?
I just think I've given him credit for being a great promoter. You know, he looks the part. He talks well. And I know the whole show.
He's showboating.
He's showboating side of things. I think it's 50-50. Some people love it, some people hate it. Me personally, I quite liked it because boxing is an entertainment business, and I found it entertaining. I didn't always like it when he kind of disrespected, some of the journeymen. I want to really see that type of showboating at the higher level, because if you look at like Prince Nazim, Roy Jones, they were showboating against higher level of opponents. They've done it all the way through the career. So the way he done it so arrogantly at the lower level, which is all great. We're seeing the highlight reel. He shot. Look at the amount of followers he got after that.
He earned his big chance, yeah.
He earned his big. This was his opportunity. Yeah. And when you've talked the talk, he called Liam Cameron. He was talking about what he was wearing. He went too low in my opinion. So when you don't turn up and perform, and in my opinion, I do think he quit. I've watched that over and over again. The fight wasn't going his way, and I just think he threw the fight, and I just think he's the biggest loser for that because he had the platform, he's talked the talk, and he didn't deliver.
Can I think, sorry, bro, can I ask a quick question to you, Trav? Because I remember on the night, right, me and Loza both sort of looked at each other. You said to me, it was one of the funniest things. I kind of went, oh, I'm not sure. And Loza went, all right, Joey, if you don't want to say I'll say it for you. He's jacked it. And I was like, oh, whatever. And you pushed back against it quite hard on the night. Have you changed your perspective at all on that?
No, not really, to be honest. Like, it's one of those ones where, you know, it looks dubious and you can have an opinion on it, but it's one of the ones, he didn't throw himself out the ring. That fight continues, had that moment not happen. Yeah. So for me, to say, oh, he's just looking for a way out, I'm like, well, look, if he wasn't going to walk out the ring and say, that's it, I'm done. Yeah. He got chucked out the ring, landed awkwardly. We can't say and conclusively say, you was a fraud, it wasn't real.
Would you have liked to have seen a little bit more comeback from him in terms of explaining what had happened? Obviously, we've seen the interview where he said, yep, we saw the scans, we saw what we needed to see on the scans.
Can I just jump in there? This is the whole reason I think this way. Because if it was just, you know, that little one moment in the fight when he went over the ropes, as a fighter myself, I know when you hit the ropes, you feel yourself going over, you try to stop yourself. I didn't see nothing in him trying to stop himself from going over. He was leaning back. And then on top of that, you know, the way the fight was actually going, the way the fight was playing out, it wasn't going his way. It didn't look like he was enjoying it. And then, so this is like the story building.
It had the feel.
It had the feel. And then, you know, after, when he went over the ropes, anybody who's even broken a leg, we've seen MMA guys get their legs kicked and snapped in half. But what did they do? No, we're there. What did they do? They tried to stand up. He had, like I say, we still don't know the extent of the damage to the foot. He stayed on the floor. There's a moment you see in the replay. He puts his head down. He lifts his head up. He has a little look to see who's looking, and then he puts his head back down. There's too many signs for me.
All I'll say is nothing conclusive happened. Look at that last fight, Ishmael Davis against Bohachuk, right? The fight looked like, oh, geez, Ishmael Davis is having a moment here. The fight wasn't turning. He had a cool moment, maybe a couple rounds here and there. He gets stopped. So we don't know that Liam Cameron goes on to turn this thing all the way around.
Last one to pick up on, lads. One of the main lads that you mentioned, Eddie Hearn, a promoter, he lost a lot of fights.
Eddie, I have to say it, Eddie is looking janky right now.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, let's be real.
It's rough.
Eddie shouldn't look like this. I'm team matchroom, bro. I've been making jokes about Frank Warren's posters
years.
For years.
Do me a favor.
Do me a favor. But yeah, guess what's happened? You see that 5v5? That was the first sign. Tonight, Eddie Hearn is so lucky to have a fighter winning because what's they should be done? Fisher shouldn't be walking out as a champion. How dare you?
After 5v5, it actually kind of started a losing streak.
It's just
I believe
to get worse.
I think that only ended with Sky Nicholson's win, which, you know.
Can I give credit to Eddie? He took it well, though, innit? He had a bit of banter with it. Do you remember when he done the video of Frank Warren on the airplane? He went, yeah, I think I'm in seat 5 anyway. High five. And he had a bit of banter with it. But can I say one thing, though?
Yes, go on.
Imagine there was no Turkey Al Sheikh right now, but these fights had still happened, and the way that things are played out still happened, right? So not only the losses, the stable of fighters. In 2017, maybe, let's say, AJ selling out Wembley Stadium. Eddie Hearn's probably got about 8 heavyweights that are in the top 20. Eddie Hearn's got maybe 7 world champions on his hands at the time like that. And Frank Warren had some good fighters, and Frank Warren had some names and whatnot. But, mate, if there was no Turkey Al Sheikh that had got these two together and gone, right, boys, bang your heads together and get along because otherwise we're not going to be able to move forward, Eddie would be in dire straits right now.
One other person, though, what we mentioned, Tommy Fury, right? This is a fighter who's incredibly mediocre at best. And the only reason he ever got any paydays was because Jake Paul and KSI couldn't manage to negotiate a fight against each other. So they both chose him as a way of showing how great they were and handed this guy millions. Stupidly, in my opinion, by the way, because they both got losses against him. But they should have just fought each other, but whatever. He then had another opportunity this year to fight Jake Paul when Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul. He rejected
millions.
He rejected that on the say-so of his dad saying it wasn't enough money. I think he was offered $8 million for that. He was offered at least a couple of million, at least by Misfits to fight Darren Till. That's $10 million he's left on the table this year. And do you know who else is going to offer him any money? Fucking no one. He's talking now in his interviews going, got lots of offers. Name one. Name one. I know you've got nowhere to go. And here's the thing. Once MVP and Jake Paul and Misfits and KSI realize you are worth nothing without us, sorry, mate, you're fucked, bro. Yeah. You're absolutely fucked. So he, for me, is right up there as the biggest loser. Right.
Hold on, can I make it worse?
We got
He
to
also
vote.
turned down the jungle for that fight.
We got to vote, right?
I'm a celeb.
I'm going to keep it to the main ones we've named: Tommy Fury, Deontay Wilder, Eddie Hearn, Ben Whittaker, Anthony Yard. Voting starts with you, Travis.
Wilder.
Wilder.
I have to say Wilder.
Wilder.
I'd have to say Tommy, the amount of fights he's missed out on.
Oza.
I'm going to go Tommy because I think he's been given a lifeline. He's been given opportunities that so many fighters would love to have. And I don't know why he thinks that he's going to get more of them. I mean, who does he think he is? I've got to give it to him.
I think I'll tell you who he is. He's the biggest loser of 2024 because I'm voting for that motherfucker. No, because you know why? Deontay Wilder, yes, he's lost some fights, but he's got a legacy there. Exactly. He's got a lot of money. Tommy Fury is the biggest idiot in boxing right now. And that's really what this is,
I think
right?
the other names you've mentioned, there's good that can come of it.
Like,
Ben Whittaker's situation, good can come of it.
We're sitting at a table right now. Lawrence USYK, right? Give him his credit. Team GB, amateur legend here, right? Got more talent in his little fucking finger than Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury's been gifted millions, and he's turned it down because of greed, because of stupidity. And I hope he finds out the hard way, because there's a lot of good boxers out there who would die to get even a quarter of what he's been handed.
And even if you compare to, Deontay Wilder
graceful ease.
Because when Usyk has distance, it's mission impossible for Chisora. Usyk beginning really to enjoy himself in there now.
18 months younger, Fury's mileage clock displays the rigors of ring time and lifestyle. As Usyk closed down the 6-inch height disparity, Fury's 7-inch reach advantage appeared as a jab.
Usyk was so much smaller in there.
Tyson's whipping uppercut, which has contributed so strongly to his 71% KO ratio, was out in force before disappearing.
But Fury now is damaged goods, where he looked fresh as a daisy just 3 or 4 minutes ago.
I don't know. Tyson just needs to be more consistent from the first bell, like from what he was doing. Use his size advantage, his long arms, and I think he can win the fight. I do.
Well, he's a brilliant fighter, isn't he? Wonderful technician.
Having done the 12-round distance 14 times between them, stamina is not an issue. And Usyk's suffocating engine is renowned for the later sessions.
Now we can see that the effects, Usyk's constant pressure.
Reassuming the underdog role, however, as an everyman punching upwards, suits Tyson to a T.
Do you think that's going to bring a change in his own mindset and his own mentality?
Got to do, yeah. I think so. I think Tyson does better off that pressure, so it'll be good.
I'm here to get paid and get laid. Get home. Boom, 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 boom.
I don't think he wants to give too much away, and I think we're going to get a different Tyson for this fight. I think he realizes, what he did wrong in the first fight.
Similar to Lennox Lewis, Tyson can flick the rematch switch.
Always ends up one way. He always ends up knocking him out in the rematch, whoever I faced. So I'm envisaging something similar in the second fight with Usyk.
I think he's really feeling things. He's never been here before.
After toiling with John McDermott's low-gravity attacks, Fury returned with confidence and fleet-footed finesse in part 2.
I'm sure we can get stuck in. And I will guarantee one thing, it will be value for money. Don't blink, because one of us will be in trouble at one stage in this fight.
Heads bumping together, left hook from McDermott. As the hand speed of McDermott falls.
Showboating, moving, and befuddling McDermott, it was a case of lessons learned.
Far happier man.
But McDermott straight back into him, an uppercut. Right hand, down he goes.
There is a perception at the moment that it's possible that Tyson Fury, the boxer, is actually getting better. So how are you going to stop that Tyson Fury from just marching right through you?
Chisora!
Just like in the Chisora return, when he battered a listless Del Boy who had previously lasted the course.
Usyk's been talking to him while the rounds have been passing by whenever he's on that side.
Fury's powerful jab gave him that ruthless edge.
Really quick, sharp, accurate work from the champion. He continues to whip those punches in, and Victor Lachlan says that's enough.
We all know rematches. I'm always sharp. I'm prepared more than ever for this fight.
It's like Wilder. Wilder had the opportunity in the first fight to do it if he was going to do it, and we saw what happened the second time.
After backfoot boxing in the first Wilder fight, Ben went and came in Sugar, who had Tyson on the charge.
They said before the Wilder second fight, he will go in there and he will destroy Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder's the champion, and I'm going to his backyard to take it off him.
And expect me to come out bombing looking for a knockout.
And that's what happened.
I don't think he's got much body shot. And he's gone. He's gone. I tell you what, this fight is going to be all over.
Using size and strength, Fury bullied, bruised, and beat down the Tuscaloosa Tornado.
The fight's all over. Wow. They've thrown the towel in from the Wilder corner. Tyson Fury is the heavyweight champion of the world.
I think this is a great way of Tyson trying to pull from previous experiences to say, look, last time I've rematched people, I've always chinned them. But we all know the difference.
This marvellous Usyk, who is utilising the ring so well. It's footwork, you picked up on it earlier, and it's something that's so underrated. You know, Mayweather's, the great fighters.
The Leonards.
Yeah. The Leonards.
But it's very rare in such a big man.
Oh, big left hand, right hand.
As 22 previous opponents have found, gaining an edge over Usyk is a torrid task. Fury can turn southpaw, feint, and flick with the best, and his unpredictability is a weapon if he gains early momentum.
Here comes Tyson Fury.
But if the savvy southpaw hits top gear, he'll be nicking rounds and creating point gaps before it becomes apparent.
That's all right. Usyk is in charge.
Capitalizing on every success, gathered vital ground in their first meeting. Controlling Usyk and keeping him on a leash is easier said than done.
What sets you apart from Tyson Fury? What do you think makes you the better boxer?
У мене неймовірні передні зуби, і я не кращий за нього.
The argument is a good big and beats a good little one, but I think Usyk is an exceptional fighter. I think in terms of their boxing ability, like Usyk is a lot better.
Usyk's adaptability means that even when opponents discover a different angle, he reaches for the next set of blueprints.
His punches are landing, Usyk cleverly, and Joshua full of purpose, but not having the same quality.
Anthony Joshua's rematch torso attack saw Usyk suck it up and close strong.
Bottom line is, Anthony Joshua came up short. He was beaten by the better fighter, and it's levels.
Will be returning to his homeland with the belt.
Tyson Fury is the best fighter generationally. He'll clean Usyk's clock, undoubtedly in my mind. I think he could beat Anthony Joshua and Usyk in the same afternoon. He's that good.
Opting to lean his weight on Usyk in the rematch rather than box at range could be a verified strategy for Fury. But Usyk's close quarter work and world-class clinch game means a tough night's work.
You've got to understand, Coops, he pressed the whole fight. He walked the 6'9", 20-stone man down. He walked him down and bullied him. Imagine what he does when he fights to his attributes and fights to his best.
Fury successfully employed the procedure of taking the center ring and refusing to give ground against Wilder.
He believes he's the stronger man. There's a good right hand again from Fury.
Will the gas tank hold up when Usyk is turning, jabbing, and landing sharp counterpunches?
I think this is one of the keys for him, that he wanted to make sure that Tyson Fury would have to work every minute of every round.
It gets harder and harder and harder. By the time it's round 6, you think you're around 10. You're only around 6.
Victory for Fury offers yet another redemption story, opening the door to a trilogy of epic proportions, as neither man would wish the belts to simply slip into unqualified hands. Given his temperament, Usyk's reputation and legacy do not rest on a single fight. However, a rematch repeat simply elevates the Ukrainian even further into the realm of boxing's goats. As a new heavyweight era begins, this punching pair sit on the cusp of retirement, knowing their Hall of Fame legend has been secured with the help of each other.
How was he going to hurt me? He had his shots. I took his best shots, 5 shots, and smiled.
5 shots couldn't drop me. I took it and smiled. Now I'm about to set the record straight.
Like Tupac said, now he's about to feel the wrath of a menace.
Your punks didn't finish. Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. We hit him up.
Fight fans, welcome back.
Fury is now looking to avenge his first ever professional defeat on December the 21st.
7 months separate 2 of the most important nights of your career. And right now, you're preparing for another grueling 12 rounds against a fresh threat who has quickly become your closest rival.
Alexander Usyk.
He just seems to be that step ahead of all the other heavyweights that are around in his era.
You had your instructions in the dressing room.
Battles of the mind, engaged through steely stares and high-level cognitive chess.
And the hairs on the back of my neck were standing up. My heart was beating out of my chest watching this fight.
Do you shuffle the deck completely, or do you make minor adjustments to tried and tested strategies?
If Fury goes in there with the attitude, I'm not going to change anything, it's going to be exactly the same result.
You both remember how it felt in the early stages,
Showboating early from the tip.
how the momentum swayed in the middle rounds.
Fury's trying to laugh it off, but it's not funny anymore.
And you both remember that split-second game changer, which almost ended it all.
If you go in there underestimating his power, he can hurt you. Now everybody understands what I'm saying.
Stirred into action by the Saudi shakeup, the undeniable king of the heavyweight era, hanging by a horsehair.
At times, it was too easy. It was like I was in there with a local amateur boxer.
An occupied throne and a crown still there to be snatched.
There's going to be a final answer for this. I think someone's getting chinned.
Here we take a closer look at Usyk versus Fury, the rematch. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation. Fury is one of the most slippery and Usyk is one of the most elusive, but you too need to stay defensive-minded and keep your guard up, especially when you're browsing the internet. For that, we highly recommend ExpressVPN. Plenty of content, even in the boxing world, can be restricted to certain countries or blocked completely. To get around this, we use ExpressVPN. It helps change your IP address to one of 105 countries to help you keep your ringside seat and unblock whatever it is you want to watch. They'll make you much more anonymous online and make life difficult for advertisers and big tech to track you. Plus, it'll keep you safe when you use unencrypted or unsecured Wi-Fi networks. It's fast and easy to use, which is probably why ExpressVPN topped the pound-for-pound list and continue to punch above their weight. Don't forget, your internet service provider, such as your boss at work, can see all your browsing history, even in incognito mode. So just like in boxing, it's protect yourself at all times, and ExpressVPN have got you covered. To get 4 or even 6 months free on their Black Friday Cyber Monday deal with the 12 and 24-month plans, you can click our link in the description box below or go to expressvpn.com/Motivedia.
If you get beat by somebody, you rematch them. And if you don't, then that's it. It says a lot about your character if you don't want to rematch the man who just beat you.
As the clock ticks, a trio of habitual heavyweight overlords have fallen. Sitting ringside in a packed Wembley Stadium, Tyson Fury grimaced as Anthony Joshua reeled, wobbled, and fell. In Dubois' victory, the Gypsy King's huge payday evaporated as a new star pummeled his prey.
He'll be a better fighter through that victory over Anthony Joshua. And you watch him now, and he'll be a dominant force in the heavyweight division for sure. And the next crop are now starting to come through.
Here we go! Further blurring the vision, Fabio Wardley rearranged Fraser Clark's face and the chessboard, all in one crushing finish.
That's what we want to see. Heavyweight boxers, knockouts.
An observer's grimace at the thought of a faded finisher returning as the Bronze Bomber insists there is still more to offer.
There's people that say, "Oh, he's cooked." Da da da. What do you say to those people?
Man, you know, for me, the best is yet to come. I always say that.
So you're still going?
Yeah, we're still going. We're still here.
The fire has gone, and if it's gone, I don't think it can be relit.
3 pieces moved. 1 king remains.
Literally, he's clocked the game, as they say. Amateur Olympic champion, cruiserweight unified champion, heavyweight undisputed champion.
Last time out, the Mind Master was emotionally outmaneuvered by a man proficient in intellectual trickery.
You beat all the rest of them, but you ain't beat Tyson Fury yet, sausage. Look at him, his heart's pounding now. He's like a little with an earring in.
Thank you so much, everybody, people. I more speak in the ring.
When media hostility turned to headbutt hustle and bustle, the usual mayhem became distraction at the serious end of fight week.
He's belts. I'm coming for his heart. He's getting it tomorrow. Spark out!
Middle round success dwindled as the hum of conflicting voices in a confused corner melted under the microscope.
Quit pulling back because you're getting caught.
Win these 2 rounds, go, Tim, and you won it.
You won the fight. Way too many people in that corner, yeah. Way too many. It needs to just be one voice heard.
There's got to be one voice in the corner. It's paramount. One voice.
As the reflective dust settled on a maiden loss, defeatist denial masked the disarray.
Obviously, he's got a decision over me. He hasn't beat the Gypsy King. He knows that deep down. He did beat me. At times, it was too easy. It was like I was in there with a local amateur boxer. He's a good boxer.
Best you faced?
No, not nowhere near.
Just as he had done many times before, Usyk took his time, set a fierce pace, and waited for the cracks to appear. And ultimately, only Fury's history and the referee's patience cost Usyk a round 9 knockout.
If that's not the undisputed championship of the world, the referee steps in and saves it. Guaranteed.
All he needed was 1 or 2 punches and the fight was over.
And if it had not been for that referee, I think that he would.
And what he's saying is I can't let you get out of this ring without getting hurt by me.
Yeah.
And what has no one ever done to Usyk? No one sat him down. We've never had to see him come back. Yes, he took a good shot, a good uppercut. But what people have done is they've over-egged the uppercut. Let's be honest. He circled away, gathered his thoughts, and by the end of the 6th round, he was putting it on Tyson Fury. It's been overrated, that punch. You need to hit him a lot harder and much more significant
But
damage.
he's gone back to the Kronk style, though. This is actually really listening to Sugar Hill. He's actually gone. Remember when he needed that power? I think it was the 3rd one. It was the 3rd one against Wilder.
Second one.
Yeah. Second one. And he really waited and he let him have it. And he said, it's the first time he said, I'm getting for the knockout. And he's been saying this for a long time. So
what was Sugar Hill telling him to do? Do you remember the 12th round when there was a lot made of the fact that there was 3 voices and 2 of those voices were giving contracting sort of advice to Tyson? Stay on your feet and you've won it. See out the round and you've won it. What was Sugar Hill saying? Sugar Hill was saying, you need to sit down on them, plant your feet, throw that 1-2 through, lead with that right hand, come with that left hook after. He was giving him not emotional advice, he was giving him the advice of a man who really needs to drop his opponent at least to be standing a chance of winning something on the scorecards, right? And with this preparation, with this weight he's coming in at, and with the fact that he hasn't got John Fury in his corner this time, and even if he's got Andy Lee, when I've heard Andy Lee speak in every bit of media, he said Sugar Hill will be the only voice there. I believe that for me instills me with probably the most confidence.
I think the part that people miss out is the fact that people always say, oh, he's got more data and Fury's going to be so much better in the rematch. Usyk is also going to be better.
Yeah.
Usyk's seen you for 12 rounds. If you decide you're going to get more simpler in your approach and rush me, that's going to be better for Usyk.
Can I tell you the difference?
Go on.
Usyk ain't seen this Fury. And Fury, no, listen to me.
Go on.
Usyk's weighed in with his clothes on. Last time he weighed in with joggers and his top off, yeah? Usyk is within 2-3 pounds maximum fluctuation either way, yeah? I would say 2-3 pounds. Fury is 20 pounds heavier than the first fight.
Yep.
Fury intends, whether or not he's able to do it, he intends, you would imagine, to box with a different game plan. And therefore, Fury has seen this version of Usyk if Usyk is to do the same thing.
Do you think, as I think, that this is like a confirmation from Fury of, I didn't just lose this fight. I need to make major changes here.
Well,
is this an acceptance?
You've reinvented the wheel, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think if you've reinvented the wheel in terms of gaining 20 pounds, I think it is that. And I've never argued that, by the way. Like I've always said to you guys, like I scored it 5-7, 7-5 to Usyk. I've also said that I'm not mad at 8-4. I can see that, so I can see it. I think there was a few swing rounds in there, but I've always felt deep down, and look, what do I know? Like I don't know Fury. I've never even spoke to him, but I've always felt deep down like Fury kind of understands that he did lose that fight, and he does need to make the changes. And I think that this shows us very much so that that's exactly what he has done and intends to do.
I'm terrified.
We've got a live performance coming up now, guys. We're going to go dark. You may be able to see us ever so slightly. We've got some drummers coming out now. You know what Riyadh
Definitely
season's
can't
like.
see me,
It's
mate.
always fucking lit.
They can't see me at all, mate. Don't take the piss.
And this is before the main event of the evening.
Come on, Jigga. What is this?
Oh wow.
Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
this has got the testosterone to it, lads. Oh yeah, get the light on. Right, just so you know, by the way, if you want us to buy the pay-per-view, check us out on DAZN. You just got to go to DAZN.com/TrueDory, and you can buy the pay-per-view and see us in picture. By the way, if you haven't already, hit the retweet button on Twitter. Hit the like button on YouTube and vote in our poll right now as to who you think is going to win the main event. Now you can sing along, lads.
Now listen, before we even goodbye, come on, we're not there right
switching up.
We're not the right bit.
This is by the way, I don't know who this guy is, but this motherfucker is killing these drums.
Now, can I go back to the fight lines? I need to talk about some of this stuff just a little bit.
Go for it.
I am terrified, lads.
Has this made you more scared?
I've gone for 2 pisses. I've gone out there because I don't know what to do. I'm nervous. Him coming in this heavy here is making me think shit. If Fury, if the mind and the IQ to get up with the power, he's a dangerous man. He is a dangerous man.
We've just got the walkouts coming.
Tyson.
The guys are just warming up in the back right now. Has seeing big old 280-pound Tyson Fury made you more scared now, KG?
I'm furious, bro. This is the most I've never seen him like this. Like I remember the Wilder, and I'm just remembering if Fury can sit down on his shots. Remember when he said he's gonna go for a knockout? And he just said he's pillow fist. He hasn't got that power. But he proved to us, no, I can sit someone down. This is what we want. We wanted AJ to do this. We wanted someone to take it to Usyk. Now, Usyk's fundamentals will be the thing that saves him this fight. But if he lands one of those nasty uppercuts, Usyk's going to have to think about that.
So do you know what the difference is, though?
Yeah.
For one, he was fighting Deontay Wilder, who had slow feet and no head movement.
Yeah.
And Deontay Wilder was a sitting duck. The difference is Usyk's head movement, he'll slip and get round you, and then them slow feet and that extra weight won't make a difference. I can't decide if the weight is going to be a hindrance or it's going to help him, but I think I'm leaning on the side it's going to be a hindrance because,
I think early on it's going to be great, but if Usyk can make it past the first few rounds untouched, for me, it's so ironic, lads, because in the first fight, Usyk stuck it on Fury. But what Usyk might need to do now is go on the back foot and get him chasing after him, get him tired, make it around 4 and 5. We've seen Dave Allen do that earlier on in it, not as a classy way. But then you start turning the screw and maybe try and get him later on.
If Usyk boxes the way he did in the rematch with Anthony Joshua, for example, where he understands that Anthony Joshua knows that I can't now beat you at a boxing match. I've got to go hell for leather with you. And therefore, I'm going to go on the back foot, like you say, drain those legs away from you, then it could be an effective way to do so. But I also think that we're just assuming this, but if Fury has resigned himself to going, this is 6 rounds, 7 rounds at a push, and that's all I've got in here, and I will leave everything in here for those 7 rounds, I believe it honestly probably gives him the best chance.
Can we just acknowledge, if this works, I was right all along anyway, because I've always said this is how you beat Usyk. You know it.
Yeah.
You know it, lads.
Can I also
so even if I'm miserable, at least I was right.
No, but Joey, listen, We're not going to be able to rain on Joey's parade. We've been chatting shit with Joey for at least a year.
Over a year.
So we're not trying to set up. We're not trying to set up the overhand right, bro, Joey.
Can I tell you how much? This proves my loyalty as a Fury fan, right?
Yes.
Not only did he have a go at my best mate, the other day, I stood and said to Lennox Lewis that he was wrong. Lennox Lewis went, well, if you think about it, Ngannou sort of does come away as the winner from that, because to go in there as that, and I went, well, no, Fury won on points. And it's like, and then I have to remind myself, hold on, I just said that to Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, you know you've got balls when you're telling Lennox Lewis he's talking shit.
Do you know what it is, though? The thing is, everyone's just relying that Fury's better when he's with his Kron style and he sets his feet, and being bigger helps. That only worked against Deontay Wilder. And just going
Do you know what's funny? It didn't really work against Ngannou, did it?
Exactly. Nope. And then the second thing, we talked earlier on, I think was Joey saying one of his best performance, or his career best performance, was against Klitschko. And how did Fury perform against Klitschko? How did he box? The best we talked about the best ever performance, his best win on his resume was against Klitschko when he boxed and moved. The only good fight we've seen where he set his feet has been Deontay Wilder. I think in recent years it's only the best performance and change of tactics we've seen, and that's what we're relying on.
To counter that, what I could say is maybe being able to understand your body and adapt in the way that you approach things is a beneficial thing. George Foreman, I understand, obviously, he took a long time off. He could have never come back with the same body fat percentage and whatnot, but he understood coming back that his body shape was going to be completely different. He was probably going to need to fight in a different way, and he did that. And maybe Tyson Fury accepting that he's not the Tyson Fury of 2014 when he took on Vladimir Klitschko is what is going to give him the best opportunity of going in and winning this fight. He's accepted, I need to adapt, I need to change my body for this fight, and I need to go in there and get the job done.
This is fucking mental, isn't it? Like, what? By the way, the show that they are putting on right now, I can't fucking. I feel like I'm telling stories around a campfire. Sorry. This is the weirdest experience, right? I'm using my flashlight to talk.
If anybody was meant to be doing horror stories, you are the man.
By the way, there's about 330,000 live viewers on Twitter right now.
Oh,
God knows how many on YouTube.
Man.
Shout out to all of you.
Shouts out
Because
to
we are about to
everybody
witness the end of an era, or potentially the beginning of a trilogy.
Mate.
Who knows?
Shit,
It's
I
going
like
to be
that.
amazing. What a fucking Riyadh season moment we are having right now. And here comes the trailer for the big moment.
I'm hyped, mate.
I know, you know. Hey, Brian, I'm not going to lie to you. Under the lighting, you saying that, that was a bit epic. I'm not going to lie. If that don't go in the trailer for whatever we do, the best bits.
Honestly.
This is what I said. He's got the look.
What is that?
So we're now seeing the trailer where Usyk and Fury can't escape each other. They're in each other's heads. But who is really in the other one's head? That's what you're going to find out tonight. Sorry, I'm going to keep doing this.
Keep going. You got any more? You must have more, bro. Empty the tank. Empty the tank.
Mate, honestly, it's such a weird feeling, this, because, you know, as I've just said, if Alexander Usyk wins this, he then is not spoken about in the same breath as Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois.
That's right.
He is then spoken about in the Lennox Lewis, Muhammad Ali, that crop of elite level fighters. There will be questions asked. Is he the greatest of all time? You know, and people can debate that, but if Fury wins, we're going to get a trilogy, lads. And then what that does is it then puts Tyson Fury in that conversation, to be fair to him.
Whoa,
and I've said negative things about him. But if he can beat Usyk when no one else has.
No, if he can do the job that no one else has done, you go down in the history books. You will. You have, because everyone's tried it. It's the Da Vinci Code. Who has the answers?
Yeah.
Who can answer this question? And everyone that's tried to answer this question hasn't been able to do it. AJ went on coach. He went on a coach journey. AJ went round talking to whoever he could talk to. Is that a shot?
That looks good.
AJ went round talking to everyone to try and get his job done. Dubois had one crack at the whip, couldn't get it done. So we're really learning right now. If you can beat Usyk, if he takes this moment, congratulations to him. That's not what I want, though. I'll tell you that.
Let's up. Hey, we're back, motherfuckers. I've got to say, by the way,
I'm feeling nervous.
I imagine Anthony Joshua is sat at home saying big, beefy Tyson Fury come in looking thicker than a Snicker and thinking to himself, I wish I'd have done that. I wish I'd have just came in big and strong.
I don't think it would have helped him, though.
I believe it works.
Weirdly.
Tyson
I think
Fury
game
can
plan
pile on
changed.
that weight.
I think he should have just changed the game plan as opposed to bulking up, because AJ at like 18 stone is stiff. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't be good.
It would be. It's almost an injustice right now to even talk about AJ in this moment when Tyson Fury is about to walk into this ring. And he's about to
Father Christmas,
Oh, yes, Fury!
No way!
I've got to give Tyson Fury credit. He's coming out as Santa Claus to Mariah Carey.
That's hilarious.
And this is entertainment. And here's the thing about Fury. I kind of love to hate him, right? I remember Sir Alex Ferguson as a manager.
Yeah.
He was my enemy.
Yeah.
But I love to hate him. It would be boring without Tyson Fury.
Do you know what's funny? We've been in this country for a while, and people have been taking pictures of you because they think you're Tyson Fury. That's been the funniest thing. You've been stopped. We what? 4, 5,
I thought
6
they
times.
just knew the channel.
No,
Anyway. Yeah.
He looked confident. He looks confident there.
I really hope after this fight is finished, I get to take a picture and pose. You know that picture with the guys at the funeral and he's like, I'm only here to make sure he's dead. I want to be able to be like, yes, my guy is sick and stunning, bro. Get him, man.
I think this is a good idea, right? Because with Fury, the Fury that makes me scared for Usyk
is that one.
It's the light-hearted showman.
It's that one.
And it's not the one who's all tense and serious. He needs to be loose and ready to do damage.
I'm so nervous now. You know,
see.
That's crazy. That's come all I want for Christmas. But all he wants for Christmas is Usyk. All he wants is the win. And you know what? His family's probably thinking, well, we just want you back because we ain't spoken to you for 3 months, mate. Like, everyone wants something, mate.
What an analogy.
Come on, your average.
Players,
my Detroit players.
It's time. It's time.
Where your head down, nigga? Where's your glasses, bro?
Honestly, bro.
Talk to us. Talk to us. To us. Want to to us.
To us. Yeah, Papa. We're going to talk about Peter I've got to give credit. This is a banging entrance, man. I might hate the guy, but this is fantastic. He smashed it. Just as Santa.
You can tell one main thing. He belongs. He looks comfortable. I was saying before, when I saw him in these other places, I didn't think he looked ready for the moment.
You know what's weird? He got the shit beaten out of him by Usyk in that 9th round.
Yeah.
He looks more confident now than he did back then.
Yeah.
He looked terrified coming to the ring last time, in my opinion.
Well, he talked about exercising the demons and knowing what he could do mentally. And he's mentally, right now, he's showing some mental strength. Now, listen, ring walk is one thing. In the ring is when you know the truth. Because right now, the bells and whistles are there.
Can we just start getting ready to do the Santa Claus puns if he gets beaten, though? You need to start thinking of some Santa, you know what I mean? Just in case, like.
Thing is, he looks confident now.
Yeah.
Let's wait till we see how Usyk is looking. Everyone feel the same.
I hope Usyk's got his crossboy because he needs to kiss it at least 22 times.
You know they've said something about that might not be allowed in the ring.
What's that, kissing the cross?
I can understand
why.
I think that's ridiculous, personally, but
they can't do that.
Could be
Why?
covered in smelling salts.
Exactly. In this life, you can't just assume everyone's up playing the cards up front. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not against it.
I didn't even think about covered in smelling salts.
Could be covered in smelling salts. I'm not saying it was, by the way. Don't try and clip this up and say I'm saying that the cross was. I'm saying that, in fairness, I think that that's the reason
like
why
the
they
cruel
would
intentions
probably say.
I don't know if you remember. Come
Are
on,
they booing him? Are they booing him again?
What
I'm just checking if they're booing him because he's been
He ain't
booed.
getting booed.
Let me listen out.
He got the big cheer when they showed him on the screens earlier. This guy walks out to the street every fight, innit?
I love him!
Mate.
You think he's here to lose?
Mate.
Get out of here. It don't matter what Fury does.
Oh, God, I don't know what to do. I'm watching Alexander Usyk right now, looking like a steely ideal of death. He does not look like he has a flicker of emotion behind those eyes.
Yep.
He just looks like a fucking robot, right? Designed to smash boxers' faces in. And maybe inside there is an element of self-doubt or fear, but you would never ever know. And I think that is the thing that Tyson Fury got so frustrated by, because Tyson Fury, you could easily argue, has got the most personality in all of boxing. And he feeds off of the reactions that he gets.
That's right.
When he's pushing his personality out, he wants you to feel uncomfortable. He wants to feel like he can intimidate you or provoke a reaction. And the only fighter in the history of his career to ever give him nothing is Alexander Usyk.
There you go.
And he doesn't give anyone anything.
I will
other
not
than
leave
beating
you.
us.
You know what? And
I
that's
will
the,
not leave you.
That's the main thing, right? Because what we don't do, we never talk about what Usyk's done to get to this level. That's a weird way to get in. We don't talk about what he's done to get to this level. He's dethroned. He's taken out Dubois. He's dethroned AJ twice and beat the lineal champion. So you got to say, he's not taking an easy route. He's taking the maddest route in boxing. And he's here tonight. So how can he be afraid? There should be no...
He knows what to do in these moments, mate.
Yeah, you're right, man.
He's been in the ring probably, what, close to 340 times? I mean, are you really going to be scared of another boxing match? He's lived and breathed this since he was a child.
Yeah.
And he is a little bit like a robot because he doesn't show anything, but I do believe he's probably one of the most confident fighters ever born. Even Mike Tyson was known as the baddest man on the planet.
Shout out to everyone who's watching, whatever you're watching on. Please, if you can, hit the like button on YouTube, share it, hit the retweet button on X, like it. We're going to go up with our predictions right now. Gentlemen, I'll go first. I don't mind.
Cool.
I think that Tyson Fury's defense was exposed by Usyk last time. I think he drops his hands too much. And I think with him being aggressive, he's going to walk onto an overhand left at some point in this fight. And that will be the beginning of the end. And Tyson Fury will get finished by Alexander Usyk in this fight. That's my opinion. Let's see what happens. Anyone want to give their prediction?
I'm going to say it's weird because I'm doing a Joey here. I think there's two ways it can go. And when I say that, I say it could be an Usyk knockout. If it goes to the scorecards, Usyk's going to get robbed.
Yeah.
If it goes to the scorecards, Usyk's getting robbed.
I say Usyk points.
You're never getting that
Usyk
here.
points. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's going to be a very one-sided affair. And he's going to wobble Fury, but he's not going to get him out.
What about Lawrence? What are you saying, bro?
I believe that Usyk stops him inside of 9 to 10 rounds. I believe he's got the formula from the first fight. I think Fury coming in heavier, I think it's going to make the job slightly easier.
I think Tyson Fury's going to go in there and get him out of there within 5 rounds.
And as well, just to go quickly on what we've already said, I think Usyk's aware that he'll get robbed if he doesn't try to get him out of there.
Yeah.
Apparently, we've had 10,000 votes and 64% Usyk, which you'd expect from the first fight. But Fury's getting a lot of support there, to be fair.
Of course he is. National anthem, guys.
It shows the amount of fan base that he's got, regardless.
Yeah, exactly. Die hard fans, mate. Oh.
We've just crossed the 500,000 live viewers on Twitter. Wow. What a fucking moment. Thank you, everyone. We'll really appreciate it. We're about to see one hell of a fucking fight. We got the big, stiff dosser Tyson Fury. I'm going to no, seriously. Tyson Fury earned a lot of respect from me in that last fight. And I think there's not many men weighing the weight he weighs who can fight like he can. And we've got the mover in Usyk, who's going to have to be like a cat to avoid these big power punches, because he's coming with bombs here, isn't he, lads? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Fury is a man on a mission, and he's clearly designed his whole camp around, I got to get him out of there before, what, round 8, maybe? I feel like when Fury was at his fittest in the last fight, that was the fittest we've ever seen Fury from a statistical point of view. Joey pointed that out in the prediction. 500 punches roughly through. He'd never even come close to that. Tyson Fury's last round, where he was really hurting Usyk, in that fight was round 6. In my opinion, if Usyk can make it to round 7, it's going to be very hard for Fury to win this fight. So I think Fury's got to really put it on him.
How many rounds at this weight do you give Tyson Fury of being able to really pile the pressure on if that is the case?
I give him 6 rounds, Fury.
5.
I think 6 at a push.
Yeah.
I really think the pace of the fight's going to be much higher than the last one. So I think this is going to be an absolute war. It's going to be a Hagler-Hearns type of thing. I think early on, it potentially could be a shootout.
My worry for Usyk is last time he was working that body a lot and it was really fast.
Yeah.
And at some point in the fight, Fury started throwing that uppercut. And if he throws that earlier in this fight with that 280-pound frame, and he now knows where he's going to be, for me, the biggest worry for Usyk is you're throwing a body shot and that fucking uppercut catches you earlier on when he's fresh. Fury could put him away. That would be my main worry for Usyk.
I think you're underestimating Usyk's IQ at the same time.
Yeah.
When he gets
I'm not
tagged
saying
in
that's
those
going to
moments,
happen.
yeah.
I'm saying that's my worry.
When he gets tagged in those moments, he adjusts as quick as Fury will, if not faster, to the point where he'll take it away for the rest
He
of the fight.
downloads the data.
Yeah.
Downloads the data early. This is a big fight, man.
I'm confident in Usyk, man.
This is a massive fight.
This feels bigger than Dubois versus AJ.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in terms of nerves and
absolutely.
The stakes
are high. The stakes are beyond high.
Because realistically, yes, Dubois got the world title, but let's be real. This is undisputed.
This is
right
undisputed.
Now. This is the real undisputed fight.
They just had to get rid of the belts because of sanctioning issues and stuff. But then, wow,
flip me, man.
I'm just full of nerves right now.
Come on.
I don't know. Oh my goodness, can't finish my
I'll be
sentences.
honest, I'm not too nervous. I think it's because I'm so confident in Usyk that I really.
You know what happens though?
Don't know,
as we found out with AJ and Dubois, everyone's seen it.
Yeah.
Overconfident. When we're overconfident and shit goes south, we fucking fall off the fucking chairs, mate.
Oh, bro.
And the thing is, even though I'm saying I'm confident because of Usyk, I would be happy, like we've said earlier on, if Fury was to win because of the potential matches that would come after that, the trilogy and the other fights with potentially AJ. But you've got to say, Usyk's such a great guy and he's a great guy to represent boxing. I just can't help but want him to win.
Yeah, 100% agree.
I wonder if the referee is going to mention the height of the shorts that we're seeing on Fury, because
absolutely not.
We said earlier they were nipple high.
Keeping the top on.
Yeah, he's kept the
To
top
the last
on
minute.
right until the last second, which doesn't really give the referee a chance to go, you're fucking...
No, but to be
They
fair,
will when they come together and stuff.
yeah, and he'll
there's
say
opportunity.
hair is legal, above hair is legal. Like, I don't think they're going to allow this nonsense to just be nipple high.
I imagine that damage that was done early on to the stomach of Fury last time has been playing on his mind and making him think, fuck me, I can't have that happening again. Especially when you've got a bit of a jelly belly when you put on that weight.
Yeah.
It is worse. Speaking from experience as a beer drinking man.
Here we go. Look, he's pulled him down.
Referee's
Pulled him down.
Lovely.
You're not going to do that today, mate.
Lovely.
He'll pull them back up.
They'll edge back up as the fight goes on.
I bet you they will. They'll be round his fucking ears by the end of it. No, but you know what's funny? I watched the fight back, and what you do know, and I'm not saying Fury's a cheat, but he's a crafty veteran, right?
Yeah.
So the multiple times he stood on Usyk's feet, and stopped, because Usyk's feet are his best weapon to get out of danger. So he planted Usyk there and then belted him.
Yeah.
And Usyk's like, I can't get out the fucking way because he's standing
I'd
on me.
do the exact same given the opportunity.
Yeah,
We give Dave Allen a lot of respect
Yeah, we
for
did,
using the dark arts earlier on.
Mate, it's up to the referee to stop it.
And ultimately, I think Fury will need to use every dark art there is in the book. I think a Steve Cunningham finish, something like that might be necessary if you are to get him out of there tonight. Pulling down on the face, throwing the shot, using everything he can, because he's took away from that first fight. And I think it's clear to see with the weight gain that at that weight, you're just not going to outbox him. So you've got to go in there and rough this man up now.
What I like as well, you're looking at the ref's name, Ramirez, as well. So hopefully he's going to allow some inside fighting and not stop it. Remember, because that was a mad stoppage before. He was over the ropes and stuff, and then the referee gets involved. Allow this thing to take his course.
Yeah. What I'm going to be really interested in here is that roughhousing that happened to Deontay Wilder, where he would grab a hold of him. He's actually... Fury is actually... he's actually a clever sort of catch wrestler, right? He's very good at getting the underhooks in and dragging you in. But what was really interesting is he didn't really do that against Usyk last
can
time.
wrestle. Usyk can control you inside.
That's the point, because in Ukraine, they do wrestling. It's one of their main sports.
That's right.
A lot of these Eastern European countries do wrestling. And if you look at the first fight, every time Fury tried to grab, he got under his arm and he just turned him essentially.
Apparently Usyk's quite a slippery fucker. But what I'm saying is Fury didn't try it as much as he normally does. And when he did do inside fighting, it was actually quite clean boxing between the two, which is where Usyk had his biggest success, right? That was where the fucking the ninth round went to fucking pot, because Fury was fighting with his hands low.
Come on, Fury!
Yeah, I just don't think that tactic's going to work against Usyk. He's too slippery. His footwork's too good.
That's right.
And I do believe his strength is underestimated.
And it keeps you honest as well, to the point where you try to manipulate, and immediately it's like, oh, now it's a, you can't even go back there again. Same thing happened to Ngannou. When he can't bully you like a bear hug, he's vulnerable, mate.
Exactly. When you look at Usyk, he just looks like he's just going for a stroll in the park.
It is weird, isn't it?
Just
there's part of me like, are you up for this? Is there something wrong? But like, this is just him, right?
He's a flat line.
Yeah,
there's never anything wrong. He's never over emotional. He's never underprepared.
He's never angry. He's never happy.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready.
Although I have seen a difference in the, I know that now having that win over Fury, I have seen a difference in the confidence in Usyk in this fight. Subtle, a lot more subtle than Fury used to do it over his opponents, but he has been a little bit more like that, making him sign the poster, laughing at him back, sort of going back at him a little bit when Fury was going, you know.
I will not leave you.
I would not.
But you know what it is? Usyk's always been funny. If you look at the highlight reels, whether it's him training, he's always been funny. That's his natural personality, and I think he's just been aware that you had the mouthiest guy in front of him.
As fuck on Tyson
Of course they
Fury,
are.
like
Of course
that
they
is
are.
taking the fucking piss, that mate. That
It's
is
not gonna
taking-
matter.
Oh, he's trying to give him the
That's the
eyes. He's trying to give him the angry eyes. Fury's giving it. Usyk's not showing any emotion
Let's go,
whatsoever. One last reminder, lads.
God.
Let's try not to talk over each other.
Sorry.
We'll try our best.
Yeah.
We will try. We're going to lose our shit. We're sorry. It's coming.
We won't talk over each other. We're going to try our best.
Parliamentary procedure.
Parliamentary
We'll
proceedings.
try, but fuck it. It's round 1. Fury versus Usyk 2, the rematch. Reignited. Come on, lads. Let's see who takes centre first. Let's see who pushes who back first.
Usyk normally comes out and bangs straight off the gate. Let's see if he does it again.
We're also expecting Fury to try to stop that this time, to stop that dominance.
Yeah.
Fury looks massive,
He
by
needs
the
to
way.
get his lead hand over the top of Usyk's lead hand.
Yeah, he definitely didn't do that enough
Who
last
lands
time.
the first punch? Who lands the first punch?
Oh, he grabbed a hold of Usyk. He grabbed a hold. Usyk threw the left hand,
And he
and
held
Fury kept a hold of it to stop him. And that is that legal, lads? I don't think that's
Yeah.
legal.
It's legal.
You can't keep a hold of someone's
If
punch and
Fury
then punch
does it,
them,
it's
can you?
legal.
Until the referee intervenes and says anything, you do what you can do.
The jab did land, by the way, though, even though he held him. Yeah.
So Fury's jab last time was a flick jab. It wasn't an authoritative jab. It couldn't keep Usyk at bay. This is a lot more
to the body.
to the range of Fury would probably prefer right now.
Yeah.
He's using that lead left hook there.
Much more useful jab.
His feet definitely look slower. He's definitely planting his feet.
Fury's.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's looking for that big right hand, surely. Usyk's showing him a bit more respect early on here. He's not just walking through the jab.
The educated start
like-
from Fury, to be fair to him.
Fury's waiting. He's leaving it long, and he's waiting for Usyk to commit so he can either come up or go down to the body.
Absolutely. He's setting up a big shot.
I think he's also aware last time he moved too much, which was burning the energy.
The balance from Fury there, though. You look at the leg.
It's not looking that solid.
It's not.
It's the weight on the waist.
Mate, he's massive and a good body shot from
body shot
Alexander
from
Usyk.
Matter of time. He was always going to get to the
Just
body.
looks off balance a little bit, but let's just watch when he's stepping back. You see, he's doing a little stumble.
Well, here's the interesting thing. When you're 280 pounds, you've only got X amount of big power shots you can throw in a fight. And when they come, he needs them to count here, Fury. There's just a certain amount of them that he's going to have in the tank here.
The problem is his legs are going to struggle to carry it because his legs are
Fury
no
on the back foot, caught with the right hand from Alexander Usyk.
Nice.
Came straight
Good
back
shot.
at Usyk with a right
Nah,
hand
that
of
was
his
a
own.
good
Didn't
shot
land
from
it.
Usyk. That good shot.
I think Fury got a shot in there as well.
Did he land
He
it?
did get a
I
shot
think
in
he
there. He
did.
came straight back at him.
Okay.
If I call it, it doesn't land.
I genuinely didn't see that, lad. Sorry.
Yes.
They said that
Chanting Usyk in the crowd.
This is a Usyk audience,
Oh,
mate.
that was low.
Yeah, mate, he hit Usyk with
See the
plenty
difference?
of
You see
low
that?
shots last time.
Usyk just got round and Fury
Yep.
didn't look comfortable.
Tried to
Fury
grab
is
him.
trying to hold on to the arms of Usyk when they come on the inside.
Fury goes to
steps
that
out.
uppercut, but doesn't.
Steps out of
Just
the
very-
range.
Very obvious attempts.
He's just not in range at the moment. So Fury needs to Fury with the reach advantage as well should be landing that.
Nah,
jab.
but what we
telegraph
can
quite a
say
bit.
is Usyk's paying him a bit more respect in this round.
Absolutely.
The thing is, Usyk knows that uppercut's coming.
That's right.
That's the difference. You can't just rely on that uppercut.
Neither landed there from Usyk, but
Yeah.
Fury turning southpaw all of a sudden now.
That's a good deflect. Yeah. That was
So
quite smart.
far, I'm looking at that one straight to the body being the probably the clearest shot that's swinging this round to Usyk for me. I don't
I
know.
think the
whether-
right hand as well against the ropes.
He landed a left on the way in.
with that flurry as well. So I think
But
it's definitely
basically not a lot. Like,
There's really not a lot in that round. For me, the way I'm seeing that round, there's really not a lot in it. I saw a straight backhand to the body from Alexander Usyk, which was probably the clearest landing shot. The moment you speak about to the ropes, I suppose we'll see it on the slow-mo now. It looked to me like both men connected. So that to me says there's maybe a punch in it for Usyk in that round.
Let's see the replay if it was any good. I feel like Usyk won that round quite clearly.
Same here.
But it wasn't as clear as the last time.
The pace that Usyk hasn't had the same pace that he had last time. You know when he chased him down.
Do you know
and he
what?
made him.
I think he's looking at him thinking, I don't need to do that with you this time. You're going to gas without even needing the same. And I also need to pay you a bit of respect early on because you're going to hit harder than you did last time.
Yeah.
I think he's being quite clever here.
I wonder what his coach is saying to him right now. If he says more of the same or he says you got to engage a bit more.
That was clever from
do you
Fury.
know what? If they don't do this thing again, when they don't show success from the
just Fury
fucking hell,
you know
man.
what you're gonna get.
We got a nothing replay, man. We need to see what the fuck is landing, man.
Nice.
Left hand from Usyk.
And a right hand afterwards.
Straight away.
That's exactly what he done in the second round of the first fight.
Exactly.
There we go.
Big left hand at the start of the second round.
Statement.
Straight away.
And to the body as well.
To the body
That's
as well.
right. Ramp it up now. Let him know what time it is.
You got to take it out of the judges' hands, man, because these lot are robbers.
Interestingly, Fury hasn't thrown his straight right hand yet, and that's what I'm waiting to see because for me,
You don't trust
with
us
that
there.
reach and that
That's a nice jab
size,
there.
he's got to start throwing that soon.
Did he land that jab?
Nah.
Is it landing?
The problem is his feet can't currently take him there.
There you go.
He's got to wait for Usyk to come in to get his shots off now.
Yeah, he's got to counter punch him, hasn't he?
He hasn't got the mobility.
Oh, good body shot as well from Usyk.
And a landed on the top.
I feel like Fury isn't landing cleanly the way he
There
did
you go, he's
last time.
landed the
And
jab and the hook
what did I
there.
say? The extra weight might be a hindrance because he's not going to have the speed. The power will be
That's
there,
right.
but the speed to land the shot. The
He looks
power's
a
no
bit more
good if you
clumsy
can't
than
land
last
it.
time.
Nice shot there.
He's
That
landing.
didn't land that shot.
Is he
That right hand over the top.
I don't
What
think
about-
that landed.
He's landing to
There's
the
a
body
wall
though.
for Fury.
He's
Nah,
landing
Fury
to the
got
body every
close.
single time.
I don't know if it
Usyk.
landed, but it looked close. Body
Yes,
shot from
to the
Usyk
body
again.
again.
Body shot. Look,
He's landing.
Usyk's going to work now. He's got to work again.
Fury's feet are ridiculous.
Lovely body shots from Usyk. And
Usyk.
Fury's slowing down here. Already slowing down here, Fury.
Usyk knows he can get to that body.
It's
There we
just
go.
there. It's a
There we
big.
go.
It's a big target for him.
Of course.
And you know, see
Hey,
that?
it's a Christmas pudding.
Oh no! All he wants
The
is
slow
Christmas.
uppercuts.
Another body shot from Usyk. He's going to town on that body right
Yeah.
now.
And those add up late in the late rounds,
Of
man.
course. Of course.
Was talking about is he still got his legs? Look
Oh!
at that!
Good
Sorry, I think I overreacted.
I think that was just a
overreacted.
clash of feet.
I seen
Yeah.
his, I seen his
I thought that
stumble
was
from
a
Fury.
I thought that was a left over the top.
But Usyk is going mad in this round.
He's
He's going
enjoying
to work
himself
on
in
him.
there.
What I do like is Fury isn't overreacting. I think in the first
Yeah.
fight he was moving too much.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
he was shocked, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Look at
But
that.
that body is getting battered by Usyk in
Good
this
work.
round.
This
Just
is
touching it, letting him know he's there.
educated attack.
And you know,
Look
and
at
the
that.
right
There's
hand,
nothing there.
and the Usyk slips it.
Beautifully.
Fury needs to start bringing more behind those shots now.
Yeah.
That's
Land,
good. Fury's
land,
not
gets the
landing
jab
enough
in
here.
there.
He wants
Yeah,
to-
out of those three, one of those jabs landed there.
Aye,
Usyk's still
what-
massively
the pro-
outlanding
what
him
do
here,
you think's going to be in the
look all
highlights?
shots that land for him.
What do you think's going to be in the
No.
highlights? Because I bet you it's going to be
Those
that
jabs.
those three jabs. I'm telling you now. And if I see that, that's a disgrace.
Oh,
The
God.
problem is, look at this.
You know-
Fury can't maintain
You
the
know the
speed.
issue's going to be, lads, is when Usyk does close the distance, Fury's legs aren't moving quick enough to get himself out of the
that's
way,
right.
Because
and he's going to get caught if he's not
There you go.
careful.
That was a nice body shot
Nice
there.
body
Body
Fury.
shotgun in
He's-
there from Tyson
I'm
Fury.
surprised he's not throwing more body
a double
shots
jab.
early on.
Nice
though.
Can't
double
get
jab.
near him.
Yeah,
I
double jab.
thought Fury would have been more on the body early here.
That's
Oh!
It's a good shot there
Good
from
job.
Tyson Fury.
Nice.
That was a good
A
shot
right
from
hand
Fury.
comes
Great
through. That's leveled up this round for me
Oh,
now.
shit. Are you joking?
How,
Shush,
Joey?
Joey.
How,
Hey, Joey?
Joey?
I know you.
How,
come on.
Joey?
It's
Settle
fucking.
down, Joey.
It's like 19 shots to one, mate.
Joey, you're a criminal. Joey, you should be locked up. You should be
Lock him up,
arrested.
mate.
Joey should be arrested.
That was nearly as bad as the loss of that Dave Allen got in the last
Yeah,
fight.
exactly.
That's how bad that
He's
was.
unashamedly Fury all day about our boy. Look, Fury started to get active at the end of that second round. For me, you know the way he's ended the second round? He should have started the first like that. He's been a bit frozen by the movement of Usyk.
In the last one, wasn't it the third round that he comes to life, or was it the fourth where he comes
It
to
was
life?
the fourth round.
It's the fourth. So he
But
might be a
he's
bit
too
earlier.
big to fucking wait now. He's got to get stuff.
they're
Oh, he
giving-
didn't actually land that the way we thought he did. Look.
No, that was an earlier shot. That wasn't the
That's what
same
I'm
one.
saying. He's
He's
landing on
getting
the
to the
belly.
body anytime he wants.
It's there. The body shots are there.
But the problem is, you see how Fury got alive at the end of that round? He can't maintain that. He can't maintain that.
That's some good highlights.
I think he's relying on one power shot.
He is.
That's right.
He's not, but you know what's interesting? He's waiting to throw that big right hand. Now, that could help him because he's not going to, he's disguising it, he's setting it up. He's not showing it too early. But we're in the third round now. He's got to start showing it soon. When you're 280 pounds, you can't just wait all day like you did last time.
He needs to start coming down and working the body of Usyk.
I like that shot from Fury. You know that little backhand. There you go. Look, there you go.
Working the body of Usyk was what allowed him to then bring them shots over the top to the head last time.
Beautiful. Punch on the back of the head. He tried to complain. You can't complain here, mate. You're not going to get any help.
I'll give Fury credit. When he's seeing Usyk complaining,
he ran straight on him.
He got straight on him there.
I think you can agree with all thought the weight. What he needed to do is go out there and start fast and empty the tank.
I can't believe
but he's not put the dent in them yet, and we're going into the third round.
That's beautiful work there. Lovely round.
I feel like Fury's getting into his groove now.
He's finding a rhythm. Usyk has to respond.
But this is where he's just got to keep Fury moving.
It's a good round. It's a good
body
round.
shot by Usyk.
Nice. He's got to keep Fury moving.
Yeah, he's definitely got to keep him. And he's gone for the left hand. And Fury blocked that really well there, didn't he, lads?
Yeah, good cover.
You know what? Fury's doing a lot better. He's keeping his right hand a little bit closer to the side of his fist.
Now for
he
Fury.
knows.
This has been a good round from
Fury. This is a good round from him so far.
I don't know if he's winning it. Is he winning it?
I think he's sort of dictating the round, and I would give him it by a shot or two, but it could all change.
If it stopped now,
these are on the gloves that the shots that Usyk's landed. That one was slipped.
I definitely think Usyk doesn't look as comfortable in this fight as he did in the last fight up until this point.
This round,
I disagree.
I'd say so.
This
Only
round,
this round.
I think in the last round he looked absolutely fine.
I feel like Usyk swung with a big one there.
Do you know what it is? It's the energy of confidence he had in the last fight. He's a lot more reserved.
There you go. Good shot then down to the body, and Usyk lands as well over the top. Fury lands a right hand to the body. Usyk lands the right hook over the top. Very close round, tight one this. Fury maybe dictating and taking the centre of the ring a little bit more, working him back with that double jab, which is nice, and keeping a bit tighter, which is the main thing. Understanding the threat coming back at him.
Exactly.
Yes, it's got to be a Fury round. I'm sorry to say. It's just if the round ends now, it's definitely his.
But you're saying that, right? And I'm happy to give him the round. Not a problem.
Good
but look
shot
at
to the body
Usyk.
there from Fury.
Does Usyk look in any way, shape, or form like he's going anywhere or he's
switching stance?
Fury needs to be making these rounds count a lot more than he is, man. He hasn't got all night. He's weighing a lot more, and he's waiting too long to go here. He's still on the back foot. Remember, he's on the back foot.
There's a shot and a right hook that came in there before he switched southpaw there from Tyson Fury.
What I'm telling you, lads, is short term, this is good. Long term, you're not winning the war. You might win the battle here, but this ain't going to win the war for you.
8 and 9.
You got to get.
I don't know. It's a good shot
9.
from Fury. A jab and then a left hook comes in here, and he's switching stance as he does it.
I feel like Fury's using the
This
left.
is a good round for Tyson Fury here.
I do feel like Fury's using the left hook a lot, as if he's seen something in the last fight because he's using it a lot.
Yeah.
The only good thing I would say is Fury's controlling him with his lead hand. Every time Usyk's coming in, he's knocking him off balance.
Yeah.
He's using that stiff arm quite well this time.
I'm seeing a lot of energy from Tyson.
That's
Fury,
exactly it.
And not enough pay back for it. Yes, you're winning a round, but again, you've got to be making it count a lot more. And he's still being pushed back. 280 pounds, and he's getting pushed back.
That's true.
Yes, he might have outlanded him, but this ain't going the way it's supposed to go.
If it's going to go to the
He's got to go forward.
I hear that, but if it's going to go to the scorecards and funny things happen, you lot know he's banked something for the judges.
Yeah, maybe.
He's banked something for the judges.
Listen, let's not preempt it until we see what happens. It could go to the scorecards. It could be a clear thing. Let's not set a narrative before it's even happened.
There you go.
Fury can't maintain or expect a fight like this round 8 onwards. So this is
Usyk can do this all night. 20 rounds.
Exactly. This is cute for round 3.
Let's be fair. Fury's landed some good body punches as well. Good shots to the body.
Shout out to the chat, by the way. We're hearing 2-1. Usyk from you lot. I think it's pretty unanimously agreed here.
Yeah, I'll let that fly as well.
Oh, that's nice.
That shot missed.
Once again,
Fury
showing
that is a shot that lands from Usyk.
Fury showing better defense with the overhand left coming from Usyk.
Yeah.
Fury's keeping that right hand up by his face. He didn't do that enough in the first fight. He has learned from that.
Yeah.
That's smarter from Usyk.
What I like
now.
about what Fury's doing here is when Usyk throws, he's picking them moments to try and come back at him. Now, that might get him in trouble later on down the line, but it's good to have that response there and let Usyk know that you can't just throw at me. There's going to be something coming back.
That's right. That's right.
Usyk gives you so much to think about, though. If you notice, he's coming to this round and the aggression's different as well. The tempo, the speed of the fight. Look at that again.
Another body shot.
Because Usyk knows he can maintain this. Fury knows
Look at
Great body shots from
Look
Usyk.
at that. 4 body shots in that moment.
Four unanswered. Can't be having that from Fury. He needs to punish him when he's in there.
I think Fury in the first fight knows he expended a lot of energy, throwing a lot of shots, and I think he's trying to keep the quality up and, dig the shots in. I think that's what he's trying to do, but unfortunately he's not draining. He needs to be draining the tank of Usyk.
I thought Fury'd be landing way more body shots. That was what everyone credited for him. Have we seen many body shots here from him? Not that many.
Single ones every once in a while.
That's what I'm saying. His tactics, I'm surprised.
It was the mobility and the ability to counter punch
from Fury.
No, it's not good enough. Not good enough.
Why is it not good enough?
It wasn't.
Oh,
Look at that.
lovely.
It wasn't. There we
That
go.
was good.
There we go.
Get in,
And left
There we
hand.
go.
And there we go.
There we go.
Knock
Usyk,
him
put
out.
the fuck out
There
there.
we go. He rocked him onto his heels.
There we go.
Round
Brilliant
4.
work. Nice.
And Usyk is getting
Brilliant
to Tyson
work.
Fury.
There we go. Yeah, let him come again. Let him walk into another one.
That's
And
lovely.
that lead right hand from Usyk is landing.
Great work.
It's crazy because you can see Fury wants to be in that herky-jerky style, but he's heavy.
Too
herky-jerky's
heavy.
gone, bro.
Mate, your tactics need to be playing to what you fucking built yourself up to do. His tactics aren't right here.
Them feet, boy, they're not moving like how they used to, boy.
He hasn't got the
Oh,
moment.
mate,
lovely.
Usyk's having
Lovely.
fun.
Look
Usyk's
at the
having fun
balance.
now.
Look at the balance of him.
Lovely.
See, every time Usyk just gets underneath.
Yes,
and
good
gets
1-2 from Tyson Fury.
That was a good shot.
That was a good
lovely
shot. That was a good shot.
That was their good body shot there from Fury.
It didn't
But
really
you
land,
can
though.
see that the feet are why he
that
can't
was
land.
swings were big and the
He
misses
just
there.
missed Usyk there.
Swing
Fury
and a miss.
missed with a very good shot
Oh,
there. To be fair.
Ramirez.
Like, if
Yeah,
that had landed, it would have been dipped. Oh,
He's come
Fury's
forward.
gone for
And
it.
here's where he needs to really be
This is where he needs to be
tying
leaning
him
on
up,
Usyk and trying to
pushing
tire
his
him out.
weight on him.
Look at the scorecard. Who's that?
Oh my God! See, this
They
is
got it 2-1 to Fury. That's
Mate,
nonsense.
let's not ignore the zone scorecards.
yeah,
That
yeah.
guy doesn't have a fucking clue, mate. I've had enough of him, man. Honestly.
Fury attempts the 1-2, but Usyk takes it on the gloves there.
Oh, Usyk's
from
having a little
Fury.
breather here.
Yeah, he might as well, innit? He's
I mean,
done
he's
enough.
won the
He's
round.
done enough.
He's
And
won
I
the
would
round.
say he's won
I
the
think
round.
he's won that round.
You know what I like about Usyk's brain is he's so clever in the way he manages fights. When we remember the Anthony Joshua fight, he'd start strong and he'd finish strong, and sometimes he'd have a break in between. He knows in his head, like, I'm winning, because he did point fighting, 300 fucking amateur fights, right? So he understands that. Are we in agreement? It's 3-1 Usyk.
Yeah, I've got 3 rounds. I've given Usyk the first round, second round, and that one round there. But the third round, I'm definitely giving to Fury.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Agreed.
They get here from Dubois right now. Dubois ringside. Dubois must be fancying himself, saying, "Get me in there. Let's go now." Energy.
What I will say is,
look at that, man. That's fantastic.
What I will say is, I don't know if Usyk has put the level of pace on him as he did last time.
This is what I mean. The
He
level of
showed a bit
confidence
more.
earlier.
That left hand was good, though. That left hand was
Took
money.
it on the glove, did he not?
No, he didn't.
Definitely on the face. Like.
This is my point.
His
The
glove was
level
there,
of
but
I
energy.
think I'm going mental when I'm watching this. Sometimes
glove
I
was
just see
there.
a shot that landed on the glove and everyone's laughing.
glove
I
was
looked
there.
down.
It
I
landed
looked
His hand
down.
was up, but it landed higher on
I
your head.
looked down. I was looking at my scorecard. I'm not going to lie to you.
Don't get involved, KJ. Save yourself.
The hand was up, but it landed
I
higher on
ties
his
him
head.
up. First time I'm seeing the tie up from him. Successful tie up as well from Fury.
I must admit, I do feel like Fury looks more dangerous
Fury,
in this
that's
fight.
smart.
He does agree.
Yeah, the weight has helped his punching.
Look at
Hey,
power
look,
for
this is what he
sure.
should have been doing, trying to tie him up. There you go.
It's because his
Punch
commitment
on
on
the
the
back of
shots
the
and
head.
setting his feet is definitely helping.
Is there complaining there?
Complaining. But Usyk does like to complain anyway, to be fair.
Fury's really
Swing
going
and a
for it now.
miss. Body to the body again.
Lovely
Body,
body shot.
lovely.
Good body shot from Usyk.
No
there.
response.
Fury's going to lash out in a minute. Yeah, you can feel it coming, can't you?
Yeah.
I do feel like
He's preparing for
Usyk's
contact on the
not
way in.
fully committing on these shots.
Yeah, he's got to be on the back foot a little bit because he knows something's coming back
Yes,
now, which
scoring
is
shots.
clever from Fury. He's giving him something to think about.
Yeah. He's now changing the tactics. He's coming forward with a high guard.
Oh, fuck me, man. Honestly. This is on.
Oh! Yes! Great uppercut on the inside
That
from
was
Tyson
a,
Fury.
He definitely rocked
It was a
Usyk
lovely
there.
shot.
Lovely
That was a
uppercut. He
shot.
needs to build
That
on
was
this.
my
Oh my God.
That was nice, but the response is
away.
immediate.
That was a left uppercut from
Left
Fury.
uppercut,
That was a good shot, you know.
cheeky. I
It's
like
not a
that.
fight that we punch that we saw from Fury in the first fight. That
No,
uppercut
didn't he try to
slips
throw the
inside.
Didn't he throw a successful uppercut in
Yeah,
the
right
first one?
uppercut. I don't think it was a left
but not,
uppercut.
that was a lead. That was a lead uppercut
Usyk's
on his
hurt,
left
yeah.
hand,
I definitely
and
think
that hurt
Usyk is
Usyk
hurt.
there.
Yeah.
And this is the moment when you need to be
He
touching
needs
that
to go.
jab and going
We said
downstairs
this.
to the body.
We said this, Joy.
Come
He
on,
needs to
Usyk.
go when he gets him hurt. He's got him hurt now. He needs to go now.
Look at them body shots.
Nice.
Now
Get
you
out,
got it.
get out of there.
He can't be greedy. Usyk can't be greedy in this moment. He needs to just.
Yes. And you know what it is? Usyk's not even moving like he normally does. He's normally
Nah.
gets on the back foot
He
and really
got
moves.
37 years old, though,
Good
mate.
shot
I
from
said
Fury.
he's
Fury's
not as
hurting.
fit as he
I
used
feel
to
like
be.
Fury's hurt him, you know.
I feel like Usyk's feeling very small in there right now.
Yeah.
Now, that was a good shot from Fury, and I feel there you
Hey,
Oh, lovely.
good work.
That was
Fury's
a
hurt him.
Now I feel like what Fury
Fury's
wants
hurt
Usyk
him.
to do is to throw that shot so he can bring that uppercut in. I think he wants that backhand uppercut.
See them shots from Usyk was
Yeah,
next to nothing shots.
Yeah.
He hasn't got the same sting and aggression which we had in the first fight.
I actually think he's just trying to give him
he's
something
getting-
to think
and
about
they're
as
getting
well, because he
blocked
wants
as well.
to keep him off him.
There
Because
you
he is still hurt, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. He's
interesting.
definitely hurt.
Hey,
That was a
Usyk,
beautiful
you're
left
gonna
That was a
uppercut.
lovely uppercut.
Usyk's going to have to get his respect back.
And that's
He
what
goes
it's going
left
to take.
hook again, and a double jab. He's going down to
lovely
the
from
body.
Fury.
Bloody hell, this
Right
is-
hand to the body.
It's a pure Fury round.
So
Usyk tapping in a few body shots there, and that's a good bit of work
Yeah,
there,
that's
but
a
it's
good
not the
bit of
cleanest of work.
Nah.
The cleaner work this round definitely coming from Fury. And there we go,
Look,
he's whipping in the body shots
that's
now.
the body
Come on,
shots.
Tyson.
And a smile from Usyk.
Yeah, there's nothing in them Usyk shots there.
Nah, there's
They're
not.
just,
It's took the sting
they're
out of
point
him.
scoring ones. Just point scoring, but it's that.
But
Do you
are they
know what, though,
scoring?
lads?
Are they scoring?
Let's not forget, lads. Is Fury going to hit Usyk harder? Absolutely. But is Usyk going to maintain his power later?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fury needs to make these count
Hey,
now.
that's a good shot there,
that's
still.
a good
Get on him
shot.
now.
And again,
That's a good
and
shot.
again.
See what
even
Usyk
in
does?
Fury round.
Finishes a round strong
Yeah.
again.
Bro,
Flip
and this
me.
is what I kept saying to people. Even in rounds where you give them to Fury in the first fight, you still forget in the 6th round when he had his biggest moment, who was coming after him at the end? It was Usyk. Even there, when
Yeah.
we're all sitting there going, Usyk might go out here. No, he finishes the round on top of him.
Yeah.
I'm not
He does
saying he won
find-
the round, but he's not showing
responds. He has a
anything.
response, a big enough response in that. But then again, you have to say Fury had the significant
Oh,
shot.
no doubt. 100%.
Absolutely.
That's what hurt him and hurt him.
I'm surprised. I'm thinking, why are you still going after him? Recover. But then he's putting the work in at the end of the round.
Let's look
still.
at this shot.
That shot there landed quite significant, that jab on the way in.
I've got this 3-2 to Usyk at the minute.
Yeah.
Agreed. I think
same.
we're all agreed.
Yeah,
Mate, that was look at that. That was a good body
That was a
shot there
good
from
Fury
Fury.
round. That was a great Fury round. But again, it's that like you're saying, he finishes strong and leaves you with that feeling that I'm still there.
This is the moment here, what Tyson Fury needs to know. When you have a successful round,
You have to have another
this is when you need to build upon it, because
Needs another one.
Usyk is brilliant at
Agreed.
going and regrouping, and he will not waste time in putting a few shots together, Alexander Usyk. Beat him to it. Make sure you're there first and make sure you continue to pile this pressure on him.
Usyk needs to go back to the body.
Well, he already came out there.
Yeah, he
Usyk had
does.
done a good combination straight off.
The problem with going to the body, Brian, with the height differential here, is you have to sort of go low. And
Yeah.
when you've been hurt by a shot, you know that Fury can whip one of those in underneath.
right.
So there's a hesitancy to do that.
There's also the uppercut, which
That
was
left
pretty
uppercut.
good.
You're just seeing great boxing IQ as well.
The
though,
pair of
and
them are brilliant.
that's
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm
a chess
saying.
match
This
we're
is a
watching.
chess match.
If we
that
get
you're-
a trilogy, I won't fucking complain.
Not at all.
Nice. Fury responds.
you're just seeing this is a clever boxer.
We need
Another-
15 rounders for these two fuckers, don't we? Like the old school.
Yeah.
Fury's still got a bit of bounce to him. He's got a bit of that Wilder 2 to him. Nowhere near the amount of aggression, but he's in with a much better opponent.
Good
And he
body
catches,
shot.
Body shot.
Good shot to the body there.
as Usyk lands that body shot, he catches him with a few in the way in here. This
I
is
don't
very
know, like,
close.
I think that was a clean body shot, and I think he got out of there.
Good.
There's a
No,
right
it
hook,
doesn't land
a
there. It
left
doesn't.
hook that
That was
goes
on
in
the
there.
Oh,
Nice.
good.
There's a good
That's
shot from
right. There you
Usyk.
go.
Usyk's winning the round in the first
So far,
minute and a
1
half.
minute
Yeah.
40.
So far.
Oh, great right hand from
Good shot
Fury.
from
Did
Fury.
that land?
Yeah,
it did.
it landed,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I said great. It was a decent round.
Yeah, so he
we
can
Alice
forgive
is staying
you.
honest.
We're
Alice
all
is staying
talking
honest.
I think the punch was at the end of the range. He didn't really
That's
step
what I was
into it.
thinking. It didn't
Body
even
shot from
the
Usyk.
body
Not
again.
an amazing one, but
point scoring nonetheless.
yeah.
Nice left hook from Tyson.
And that jab got through from Tyson as well there. The left hook was a bit more on the glove, I felt, but the jab definitely got through after that.
Fury's defense is way better in this fight, I've got to say.
Without
He
doubt.
was leaving
Yeah.
his chin on a fucking plate last time.
The problem
He
is
took a lot of risks. There you go. Look at
Nice.
that. Look at
Nice.
How many would you say got through there? Would
At
you say
least
one?
one or two.
One.
Two. I counted 2 there, mate.
the problem is in the first fight he was just moving far too much and his hands were down at his waist. Whereas this time he's been more responsible, keeping them hands
the
nice
body
and
shot.
tight.
from Usyk.
Usyk's gone back to the body and it's landed.
There's a right hand from Fury.
I don't know if that landed.
Usyk's got to know that
I'm
those
not saying
body
it
shots,
did,
they add
but-
up. He's going to know that if anyone's going to know.
That's a good shot.
On the
there.
glove.
That was on the glove. That was on the glove. There you go.
I do think Fury looks quite
Boys,
tired this round.
I'm seeing this as a very close round
No,
so
yeah,
far.
I'm not saying it's close round.
This is
I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
This is an Usyk round.
It's the
to me.
Usyk round, mate. He has to. Fury
Oh, let's
go!
go! Tyson Fury's
There
got
it is.
Usyk's got
There
it.
we go.
But can he put it on him? He's dangerous when he's hurt.
There we
Usyk's
go.
not taking.
Relax. Just
Usyk's got
take
power,
your time.
you
You don't
know.
need to
Usyk's
rush
been
him.
sensible.
You don't need to rush him.
Usyk should just let this cook.
No, not
slow
yet.
There
cook
you
him.
go.
Oh,
There you go.
Tyson
Shit.
Fury's
There you
wobble.
go.
Shit.
And we
There you
could be
go.
seeing the beginning of the end
There
for
we
the
go.
Gypsy King.
There we go. It's about maintaining.
It's the injured man
You ain't
now.
gotta
You've
rush
got to
him.
watch out. He's very dangerous.
Nah.
Oh!
No, it don't matter.
Brilliant
Lovely
round.
work.
Beautiful round.
Alexander Usyk.
Hi, Joey. How you
4-2.
scoring that one, mate?
That was definitely
Joey, how you scoring that
Easy.
one, mate?
Easy work.
That's an Usyk round. Was
Thank
that
you.
round 6?
Yeah, round 6, mate.
4-2.
It's an Usyk
Wow.
round.
Fury can't take those single
Mate,
shots.
do you know what happened last time we were watching this fight? Joey said to me, I've just noticed something with his feet. And all of a sudden, Fury's feet slowed down.
Yep.
At 280 pounds,
Yep.
that process is going to happen a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Round 6, what happened? In round 8, everyone talks about round 9. It was round 8 when we seen he started
Bow.
landing to him.
Bow.
And the next round is when it all came crashing down.
Look at that.
And I'm telling you now, this round coming up could be the round where we see the Gypsy King go down because he's starting to get to him.
How many times
thing
have we
is-
seen? How many times have we seen when Fury has a great round and Usyk comes back straight out?
That's right.
With a,
Joey
like,
predicted it. He said he needs to build on it.
That's right.
He did the opposite of build on it.
That's right.
He let Usyk straight back into it.
The drop-off is going to be the fact that Fury knows he's got to watch his stamina tank.
Yeah, yeah.
So he can't have 2 rounds back-to-back like that.
and now he's been hurt. He's going to be worried about letting them shots go even more.
and Usyk just has a reminder of, I know I can hurt you.
There we go. Right hand,
lovely
sweep.
shot, lovely shot there.
Now Fury's going to be trying to find the one big shot to send a statement.
Fury needs to get his way back into this because that was a good round for Usyk. That was the best round of the fight so far for either fighter.
Yeah, very
in terms
clear.
of damage and shots.
Facts. Very clear.
No doubt DAZN scored it fucking 6 rounds to Fury.
Oh my goodness, this fight is just got you on a knife edge here.
It's the body work. The body work is where
when Tyson Fury steps forward and he kind of tries to dominate, he has a better round that way.
Yeah.
When he stops,
This is why I've been asking, why did you let him push you on the back foot early on? You came in at 280 pounds, not to fight on the back foot. He's doing it now. He's pushing forward. That's what he needs to be doing.
He has to do that because that's where he had the most success.
He just can't maintain.
He's putting more together though. When you've got him there, you push forward, you tap on that jab. Because we speak about Usyk's counter-punching, and he showed in the first fight he's a great counter-puncher. But I believe Usyk's better when he has the time to go forward with his shots. So put him on the back foot. If you need to tap that jab there, then whip the hook round the corner and continue to throw.
That's exactly
March forward through it.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
There's
That's
only so much chasing he can do himself by cutting the ring
But
off and all that type
Fury
of
has
stuff.
to step forward because then he's getting more life. He's getting, when he tied him up and he was making it difficult for Usyk.
Yeah.
Usyk had so much to think about. Love.
Better
This
nice
is
one
great.
too.
I don't know how
Looks like it gets through.
I don't know if it did. And I'm not just saying
left down the middle
say
again.
that landed.
His shots are landing.
Because he steps right in where Fury's not stepping in with the shots.
That's right.
His feet are slowing down.
It's all about the
Fury's feet are slowing down, lads.
It's all about the feet. Fury's feet are terrible right
The
now.
feet- they've been
DAZN
slow from the
have got
first
this a
round.
draw. Honestly, I need to speak to this motherfucker. I need to have a word.
Who is that?
Honestly, exactly.
I can't even see who that is.
Jared
Fuck
Anderson or
off.
something.
Do you
Oh,
reckon- do you reckon
man.
it was
Fury
very-
could knock Usyk out. Don't get me wrong. Anything can happen, but this is not even right now. Come on.
Those feet are why Fury can't land that many right hands.
Yeah.
Because he can't close the distance in enough time.
Usyk's getting
Look at that.
on the
Oh, great
outside of
shot.
him.
I don't know how
Great
clean
shot.
it landed, though.
It was off the
It
side
looked
just
good.
slightly, yeah.
It
Half
kind of
love.
went over his shoulder slightly.
Don't think it got the reaction that it landed like flush.
It didn't.
I think you
definitely
can
didn't
tell
land.
from Fury's
There you
body
go.
language that it wasn't. And there's a good jab from Tyson Fury there.
I saw more back from
Body shots from
body
Usyk.
shot,
That
you know.
hook lands on that little right hook. It doesn't have much on it, but when Usyk does go down to the body, it does just slap in there.
Oh, that's a good fight.
I feel
man.
like this
Well
is a
done,
waiting
boys.
game for Usyk.
Again,
He
this
just
is
needs
a
to keep
close
this
round,
pressure up.
man.
It's a
Yeah, this
solid-
is a close round.
It's a closer round, definitely.
But if I'm Usyk, I just keep this pressure up. Keep the
Yeah.
pressure up. Keep
Look
it
at
moving.
Look how he
Keep it
keeps
moving.
him. Look how he keeps him there. Keeps him
Keep
honest.
him moving.
He's also making Fury move a lot in there.
Yeah, that's right.
He looks lazy and sloppy with his movement.
Ah, nice.
Did that?
He might have slipped it.
I
He
don't
might have
think that
slipped it.
landed.
Yeah, he
I
slipped
think
it.
he's pulled back
It did
out of
land
the way
flush
of
and
that.
it did land. It was a
What Fury
grazing
does
shot.
really well, even when
How
he
scored that
how do
round
you
a
look-
draw, man.
How do you
I
call that
agree.
round?
I still
The
give
swing
that round to
I'll
Usyk.
probably give it to Usyk, to be honest
I
with you.
still think he landed the
Do you know what, though,
He
lads?
dictated
If
the
we're
ring.
trying to predict what these fucking judges are going to do,
Oh, no chance.
we need to look at that round and go, it's a throwaway round, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
but we need to judge it the way we judge it. We don't
Alright.
listen to what the zone are doing.
That's right.
if I'd probably give it to Usyk based on the pressure, but
The punches.
I'd say
the
the
body
pressure
shots.
was
round.
The body shots. He was landing shots throughout that round. They
he was
weren't all
landing body
significant.
shots. He was, yeah.
Even
Yeah.
the headshots, though, I'll definitely.
Statistically, Usyk probably landed the more punches
That's right.
if you're going to go that way. But it wasn't like
It's a swing
Usyk-
round, though.
In previous rounds, Fury's had a great round. Usyk's had a great round.
That was a
see,
decent
that
shot.
right hand
That
did get
one was
through.
a bit of a toss-up.
But look, that's only going to give them that highlight. Look, they played the same one again.
That's
They
it.
play
Again.
they play the same highlight. Look at
From
that.
different
Criminal.
angles.
Sometimes you have to be prepared for you're going to see nonsense.
Bang.
That didn't land.
No,
at
that
all.
didn't land.
Yeah.
And
did
that's-
Sorry,
But
I've
the
just
body
found
shots-
out Anthony Joshua is the one scoring the DAZN one.
Are you
They just
joking
said,
me?
who is he? He's Anthony
They're
Joshua.
taking
Oh
a
my
piss.
I
God.
haven't even seen his name.
Well, we know what Anthony Joshua wants, innit?
Can I just
Yeah,
say,
he
Anthony
wants that money.
Joshua, you're a better fighter than you are fight scorer, in
He
my
wants
opinion,
that-
but
he
I love you. Don't hit me.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua, you're taking the piss, bro.
I definitely don't want to have a
Simple,
talk
just
to you
keep it
about
real.
your scoring. I just want to let you know you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
Nah. You're taking liberties, AJ. You can't do that, bro. You've been in there with
You
him as
tell
well.
him.
You know
You
what's
tell him.
going
I'll
on.
stand
Nah,
behind
don't
you,
take the
mate.
liberties,
No
bro.
problem.
Just call the thing the way it's meant to be called, bro.
Nice.
Some parliamentary
pushing
proceedings.
Fury
Usyk
back
moving
now.
out the way of that.
Nice again.
And there's a right hook that goes
Snap that
in
jab
there.
on him.
These exchanges, man, these are very even. Usyk lands first, Fury gets through with a little right hook like that one we just saw.
There we
And
go.
even like that, like you see that one there, that's
There's
on the
nothing on
glove.
it. There's nothing on
I
it.
just feel like Usyk's not as fluid as he normally is with his head
No.
movement and his
No.
lateral movement side to
I think
side.
I truly
Fury's
believe
giving
he's
him-
struggling with the weight.
Fury's giving him more to think about. Let's be real. Like
Yeah.
Fury's shown a whole lot more in terms of punch
Now
variation.
this is where you need to get to him.
Look at that.
I
Shoved
can't
him
believe
back.
he shoved him back.
This is what I'm
I
saying,
can't
he's
believe he
straight.
shoved him back.
That's where you
280.
need to go. Good. Little tap down to the body, then come back over. The low output isn't going to work.
You're
Hey,
you're
that-
saying he's giving him
I'm
more.
telling you, that footwork is not good from Fury, man. I've
Look at
never
that.
seen.
Good body work.
Oh, was that a head clash?
Don't you dare, Ramirez.
Seems like
Relax
it.
yourself.
I think I disagree with you guys. I think Fury's showing better defense. I think
Yeah.
offensively, he's nowhere near as good as he was in the last fight. He's doing very little offensively
No,
right
but you're
now.
comparing it to his last fight. I'm saying in this one, he doesn't look. The balance is not as
Yeah,
good.
but what, before you mentioned he's giving him something to think about, I think Fury threw a lot more punches in the last fight,
There you
especially
go.
in this stage of the
Nice.
fight.
lovely
Good work
uppercut.
inside there.
Shots on the
Good
inside
work
from
inside.
both men.
Finally,
So they-
I do-
AJ changed it.
I do think that Usyk's
Finally,
obviously.
AJ's made a difference.
Good. He's
He
getting to
heard
the
my
body
words.
anytime he wants.
He heard my words, AJ.
Nice. He gets to the
Yeah,
body
it's
anytime
good
he
point,
wants.
Fury.
Look at this nonsense,
But
bro.
we're cheering Fury avoiding punches.
Exactly.
He should be dishing it out, mate. He's 280 pounds.
He's not getting anywhere near.
And
There
a
you
nice
go.
right
Yeah,
hand
but
from
I
Usyk.
could say the same about a lot of these shots coming from Usyk not getting nowhere near.
Bro, Fury's
but
not throwing anything.
But what I'm saying is Fury's on the back foot. Fury's doing nothing in this round so far.
See that shot uppercut there? That looks lazy. That looks slow.
Singing. Lumbering
I feel like
shot.
it's a matter of time before Usyk lands something significant. Yeah, I could be wrong,
I'm
but
seeing the same amount of shots landed in this round
That's a
from
good
each
punch.
man.
That's a
good
lovely,
shot.
Seeing the
There we
same
go.
amount.
lovely one, two.
Fury's
Got
now
some
start-
respect.
If Fury
you know
can
what
have a
Usyk's doing. He's
Fury
welcoming
can have
him
a
on.
strong finish to this
You
round.
know why? Because
Nice.
he's trying to
Jab
get him to
from
come into
Usyk.
range.
I feel like Usyk's just staying there a little bit too long. He's not really coming back
trusts
as
him-
quick as he normally
He
does.
trusts himself.
Oh, that was
Nice.
He trusts
Nice.
himself.
Again,
And then he
body.
goes down to the body.
Usyk's trusted himself in the pocket.
Yeah,
That's
this
all.
is Usyk
That's all
all
that's
day,
happening.
this
He's just
Come
walking
on.
him down.
See, look, typical
Left hand.
typical Usyk. It's getting to the last 50, 20 seconds,
Yeah, he
and
turns it
he ups it.
Of course he is.
He's trusted himself in the pocket.
It's like that muscle memory. He doesn't even need to know the time.
Yeah, facts.
Hands that
He
jab.
just turns up the gears.
Mate,
Look at
this
that.
is all
Nice.
Usyk this
Look at
round.
that.
All
Look at
Usyk.
that.
All
Wow.
Usyk.
Easy.
All Usyk.
And he really attacked the body there in that
That's
there
right.
last 5 seconds.
Do you know when we're scoring this, so lads? We kind of need to remember that that last round was such an even round that every judge is going to give it a Fury.
Oh yeah.
We just know it.
Yeah.
I call that. That's my swing round, anyways.
Yeah,
it's
the
fine.
swing,
Yeah.
well, swing round's
Call
going
it
to Fury.
swing round. There you go. So
So what we're doing here? If
If
we
that's the case, what would it be scored at, KG? What you got?
So right now I've given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've given 6 rounds to Usyk.
What about the last round?
That last round I gave to Usyk. Easy, not even hard.
Yeah.
Can I see yours, bro? Because I don't know what we're doing here.
I got Usyk 2 rounds up at the minute.
Right,
Two?
okay.
2 rounds up.
Okay.
Right, okay, Corn knows Usyk is up on the scorecard, so let us know in the comments below. Shout out everyone. If you haven't already, retweet on Twitter, like the video on YouTube. Appreciate all of you lot. This is really coming down to crunch time now. This could end at any moment.
See, these moments here, this is where Tyson's going to start to feel.
What round are we now, lads? Round 9.
Round
Okay.
9, yeah.
I must admit, for the weight of Fury, he's looking more threatening in terms
Good
of punching
body
power.
blow. Good body
But
punch
he
from
didn't
Usyk.
do enough in that last round.
Not enough at all.
He hasn't done enough for most of this fight.
Oh, I think he's decent shot there.
He thinks he's going to do it with one
There you
shot.
go, there's that jab.
Oh, he's not sustaining anything.
He's got to make sure Fury keeps working here. He's got to really run him into the ground. He hasn't done that enough yet.
Usyk can't get greedy though.
Yeah. This would be around to just let him get busy.
This reminds me a lot more of AJ versus Usyk 2 in that.
Yeah.
That's when the right hand needs to come.
Yeah, exactly. Fury is looking better in terms of like some of the threatening, the power levels.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
and he's learned from the last time of keeping his hands up. There's lessons been learned.
Oh, that was low.
He covered up. He covered up. He covered up.
But not
He
enough.
covered up.
He's
Trying to smother. He's just trying to smother.
not going for it enough yet.
Yeah.
Just like AJ didn't go for it enough.
Yeah,
That's
lovely.
a
Good
body
shots
shot.
to the body from
was
Fury.
really
Got
work,
two
but
good
he
body shots
responds,
in there.
but Usyk comes back in his
Straight
own
away.
too.
Straight away.
Just to oh, I like that from Fury.
Better from Fury.
I like that from
Fury's
Fury.
probably
Yeah.
winning this
guard as
round
well.
so far, I would say.
Yeah, you can give this to Fury.
I'd give
Oh,
this to
it's
Fury.
a-
so
well,
The
far.
round's got a long, round's got a long
It's
way
1
pure
minute
to
time
go,
left,
man.
43.
There's
1
pure
minute
time left,
43.
though, guys.
But just saying, just if the round was to end there,
Okay.
but it doesn't go like that. innit?
Exactly. That's what I'm like. All right, mate.
Come on, let's see what you got.
Fury now going back onto the back foot, and he lands that right hand, but there's not too much on it
It's on
there.
the glove.
I feel like
But
I'm frustrated with
terms,
Usyk.
in terms of
Ooh.
navigating what Usyk's doing here, it's so much better.
Yeah.
This
Being
is
rough with him
clever.
on the inside,
Yes, he
this
has
is
to
good.
do. This is
This is
clever.
what
I
we
feel
need
like
to
this
be
is how he
seeing.
should have fought from the
And he
very
steps in
first
with
The
it.
hit
round.
and hold. The hit and
He
hold.
should have done this
That's
like
clever.
Klitschko style,
That's
hit and hold.
Early
But
clever.
Usyk needs to surprise him with something nasty, so that way he's like a deterrent, because this is just too.
Yeah,
Well done. This is better for him.
Good job.
it's better. He's just coming a little bit
Good
too
jab again.
predictable
He
at the moment.
he caught Fury on the chin there.
Yeah, twice.
This is the thing. Every time Usyk lands, it shows more in the response from Fury. Like he really feels
It
it.
changes him, innit?
There's
Yeah.
1 minute that
Yeah.
Usyk needs to try and steal the round. At the moment, it's getting in Fury's
Well,
favor.
look,
That was a
Good
lovely
shot.
left hand at the body
Body
straight.
shot there in from Usyk.
Then what?
Again.
Oh!
Lovely.
You
lovely.
just
like
lighting
that.
him up like
And
a
just
Christmas
like
tree.
that.
Lovely.
And
Happy
just like
New
that.
Year.
Good
And
shot.
it's just
Usyk.
like
Oh,
Body
low
shot in
belly.
there from
low,
Fury.
low
That
blow.
was well
Low
below
blow.
the belt.
Low blow.
Tyson Fury taking the piss with
If
that
it was
one.
low,
It's
he'd
all right.
be
It
claiming
was
it.
low.
Wow.
He
That
did.
was
He complained, but he
fucking
just
low.
He
kept on
complained,
going.
but Ramirez ain't going to give him nothing.
That was Little John
Why?
made a song about it. It was that little. Fuck,
Them
mate.
body shots definitely work from Usyk.
It's a
because-
flow rider.
There we
Every
go.
round.
There we
Yes,
go.
respond.
Let him know what time
Yes.
it is. There you go.
There you
Come
go.
on, Usyk. Pile it on,
He's
son.
gonna steal it. He's
There
gonna
we go.
steal it.
Pile it
There
on.
you go.
Yes,
There
there
you
you
go.
go. That's how you steal it.
He's
That's how
back
you
up,
steal it.
back
That's
pedal.
how you
Go on,
steal it.
fam.
That's how you
There you
steal
go.
it, bro.
There you go.
That's how you steal the round.
Band him up.
Fuck me.
That's how
Bang.
you steal the round,
Let
my
him know
bro.
what time it is.
What the fuck is happening
There
here?
you go.
I fucking love it.
Sit down.
That's how you steal a round.
This is a hard one.
That's how you steal a round.
Come on.
No,
That's
no.
a Usyk round. No
That's how
messing
you steal a
about.
round.
Because the better shots were landed by Usyk there.
In the second
but
half,
Fury
easy.
started really well there.
Yeah, but
He did start well, but sometimes in boxing and round stealers, it's clever, it's ring IQ, and
fact
that's what we
is,
saw.
when
Fury
we
didn't do what Usyk did in the beginning of that
Yeah,
round.
thank you. And also, when he was doing well, we said there's a long way to go. That was about a minute 40. So,
Exactly.
you know, after the second half, it was all Usyk.
I know.
And the shots were
I'm
better.
not gonna lie,
That
that
was so low though. Come on.
I won't even lie to you. And even when it got to 55, I said Usyk needs to do something right now because there needs to be something that says, okay, this is mine. You know, and what we saw.
I need Joy to argue this. Are you? Who do you give the last round to?
On my scorecards, I need Fury to win 10, 11, 12 to...
So did you give it Usyk that round?
I gave Usyk that round.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, I've got a picture with him.
The hands are stone.
All right,
Hands are
we're down to
stone.
the last 3 rounds.
Let's go, Usyk.
I need Fury to win these last 3 rounds.
Oh,
if he's
lovely
gonna-
uppercut there. I don't know if it landed cleanly from
Did it
Fury.
land?
Nah, he didn't even take a backward step, mate.
Shit, fucking hell. It's the playing game.
Oh,
There
Oh,
you go,
good work.
good shot.
Good work from Fury.
Let's see what else he can
Usyk
do.
riding through it and circling off to the side.
Fury misses with an uppercut, double jab from Usyk. I don't know if it landed. Like nothing's landing. It's a bit of messy. This, isn't
There's
it?
a lot less accuracy
I
from
like
Fury's
when-
punches in this one.
That's
I don't know
the
whether
lack of
that's the
speed and
extra
the lack
weight.
of mobility.
Without
yeah.
a doubt.
It's
But
just when
defensively-
Fury fights like this is better. This is where he gets the round. He has to go. He has to.
Yeah,
assert
there's a good
himself.
shot.
But
You
a
have to
single
assert
shot
yourself.
on the glove.
It was a
It's
single
on
shot,
the
and then
glove.
what did he do? He grabbed. He needs to be.
There you go. There you go. You want to be dirty?
He left
There
his
you
chin
go.
on the
Hold
mains,
that.
bro. You can't leave your chin on the mains. What's wrong with you,
No,
big
because the
man?
ref said break and
I
Fury
love
hits.
that.
So he hit.
I love that.
Bro, come on, bro. At your big age.
I think Fury's defense has been better here, but honestly, I think his punching accuracy was so much cleaner in the last one, and I think he landed better shots in the last fight. He's made a better fist of it here because his defense has been better, but I thought his accuracy was better.
And there's
last
a left
time.
hook that ends up going in there
It's a
from
good
Fury,
shot.
a right
It's a-
hand after.
Did that land on the glove or was that flush?
The first right hook landed on the elbow of Usyk, so it's not a point scoring shot, but the left hook went in after from Fury.
Loza, talk to us, bro.
Nice.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
shot,
backhand
yeah.
from Alexander
He
Usyk
knocked the
lands.
box
Nice.
What-
Nice. That hurt him. You
can't
could
keep
tell
him
that
off
hurt
him.
him.
Without a
Go on,
doubt, that
Loza,
hurt
talk to
Tyson
me.
Fury.
What I'm saying is, I'm seeing some great adjustments from Fury from the last fight, but unfortunately,
They're
the
not
things
enough.
like putting weight has made a massive
I
detriment
feel like he'd
to
have
his
been
ability
better
to
off,
land the
as
shots.
Joey suggested.
Hey, that stopped him in his tracks, bruv.
Kept him honest.
Left hand right down the middle.
He said,
Yeah,
step
look,
back.
he threw a lazy
Look
left
at him.
hook and wanted to
I
grab.
feel
I
like
like that
I feel
little
like
use of
Fury,
the-
like
Yeah.
Joey suggested in our prediction, he would have been better doing these changes, but not gaining that much weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I said. There's a certain amount of weight that's not going
There
to
you
be
go. Look at
beneficial.
that. Backing him
It's
up.
diminishing returns at this point, isn't it?
Exactly, that's the point.
How's he able to use his? How's he able to use his elbow like
Because he
that?
knows
And
how
this-
to wrestle.
He's using.
That's good work from Fury.
Nice.
Yes. Good
There
enough.
you go. Stick
It's not
on him.
good enough. It's
There
not
you
good
go.
enough, Joey.
You're a big man,
Come
but you
on,
get bullied
referee.
inside,
What the
bro.
fuck are you doing, man?
He's got all the weight in the world and he's not using it effectively.
Because he can't.
Do you know why?
This-
What's ironic is, as big as Fury is, he's not actually that strong.
Nice.
Oh, what
Nothing
a
lands there,
shot.
nothing lands there.
That left was mad.
Brian, when you said that, it takes
You
me
didn't
back
see
to when
that,
I
Joey?
seen him trying to do squats
Oh,
or the
Joey.
leg press machine in the gym with the doing strength competition.
Joey, you got
It
selective
was-
vision today,
It
bro.
was terrible.
Look at that. Did that land, Joey?
Oh, body work from Usyk.
Body shot. Yeah.
Right hand. I don't know if it landed clean from Usyk. Good job from Fury.
Oh,
And a
there's a
uppercut.
good uppercut
He responds.
Fury.
He
He
responds. He
returns.
responds.
He
He
responds
gets
straight
free
away.
piece. He hits him
Straight
with a
away.
free piece.
Straight away.
Oh,
Straight
where?
back to him.
Good
Where?
head
He
movement
hit him
from
with a
Fury.
free piece before. He hit him with a free piece. Just
He literally just diminished the shot
That's what I'm
that
saying.
Fury
Yes.
got with that beautiful combo straight away, instantly.
I feel like as much as we're giving credit to Fury for the defensive adjustments he's made,
He ain't winning
he's
this.
actually losing this even more convincingly
Thank
in
you.
terms of the amount of rounds he's losing here.
Thank you.
He's doing some things to nullify Usyk, but what he was able to do last time, what do we give credit for, lads?
That's what I mean.
Two things. Body shots, uppercuts. We've barely seen them from him.
There we go.
We've barely seen. I thought in the first few rounds we were going to see a load of body shots to slow Usyk down. We were going to see uppercuts to do the damage. We've barely seen either of those.
Because I believe Tyson Fury at his core is a mover. He's a counter puncher. That's what he's always done. We've seen against Klitschko and all the guys that most of his career he's boxed and moved. It was only the second fight with Deontay Wilder where he planted it.
How many
It was all-
rounds? How many rounds have we given Fury?
I've only given Fury 2 rounds on mine.
How many you given?
1,
2 rounds on mine.
3.
There's no way he can get to 4, mate.
So I mean,
I've given him 3.
Cool.
Okay.
I've given 2 drawn rounds as well.
All right.
Them stabs
Body
to the
shots
body.
again.
yeah.
Every time Usyk's got success, it's been from them stabs to the body. They just come up
That's
the
right.
top.
Yeah, he's got to get his fucking hands lower.
Hey, body shots is an ISA investment, fam.
That's
it
right.
counts, bro. So
There you go.
You just know.
Oh, Usyk.
Especially when you're soft around the waist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't look like he's been doing his sit-ups, does he?
And if you haven't been living the life,
Side crunches.
I'll give Fury credit. In round 11, he looks a lot fresher than I thought he would at this point.
Especially
Like-
at this weight.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like. Oh, nice job
but
there.
then again, it's not been the pace. Usyk's fought
Yeah.
a totally different type of fight where
You know what? He's treated him with respect, hasn't he?
Mate, 3 months of not talking to your wife to look like this. I don't know, mate.
Oh my God.
it's not the fight's
Wait
not
there.
done.
You don't say that until
fight's
the bell
not done.
rings.
Do you know
you
what,
don't
though?
say that.
All right.
The
You
fight's
say,
not
you say
done.
it,
The
you,
fight's
s-
not
you
done,
say it,
lads.
but neither man has looked as good as they did in the first fight. It's been a fight that's played out in a different way.
They look like two fighters in their late 30s, don't
we
they?
can say it, but we've got to acknowledge, like, let's not be biased here. You say to look like this. Well, Usyk's not looked as good as he did in the first
lovely
fight.
No,
body
his
shots inside.
feet. Tyson Fury gets praised for having great footwork, and today we haven't seen any of that.
But no one's praising him tonight for having great footwork.
No, but what I'm saying is you've boosted up to 20 pounds and to make a difference, and you've made no difference.
Yeah, no,
But he has
listen.
made a difference.
Oh!
I missed that.
Usyk with a combo there.
Usyk with a lovely, what's that,
Yeah,
four-piece I saw.
the longer this fight goes on, the more Usyk is just tagging him and tagging him and tagging him and tagging him here.
And there's been a few times where Fury started to lead with that uppercut, and that's what happened the
We're
last
in the
fight.
championship
He was leading with a backhand, and that's where Usyk.
Yes! Good backhand from Usyk!
Let him know, bro. Let him know.
Exactly the same the last fight. He started to get tired and he wasn't defensively
Oh my God!
responsible.
What is
Look at
Anthony
this.
Joshua
He's
smoke?
square.
Look at
Is
this.
he cut? Is he cut?
scoring?
Is he cut?
95-95.
What AJ, bro? What's going on? What
Mate, we
scoring
need
is
to have a
this,
chat
bro?
with
AJ wants to fight Fury in Wembley.
Yeah, he does, doesn't
Just
he?
leave it to that,
fair
bro.
enough, mate, fair
AJ wants to fight him.
Fair
Nice,
Good,
good body
good.
work. Good
That's
body
better.
work.
He's
Good body work,
complaining about
Fury.
it being low, but until the ref says
Good body work. What was that?
he's really looking for that right uppercut, and I
can't
think that
believe-
Usyk's.
Lads, Fury looks clumsy as fuck.
Oh,
And he's hit him with
there
the
you
left
go.
hand.
There
This
you
is
go.
a masterclass
Bang
right
him
now.
up.
Come
There
on,
you go.
son.
Bang
Put it
him
on
up.
him.
Let's
Tyson
go.
Fury's looked so clumsy in this last couple of rounds.
Piece him up, bro.
That extra
Fury.
weight has not helped
Oh,
him. And it's a
look
left
at
hand
that.
from
Look
Usyk.
at
He's
that.
landed
Dead.
a will.
Slowed
He
him
stopped him
down.
in his truck knee.
Slowed
Piece
him
him up,
right
bro.
down.
He stood him still for a second
Look
there.
at that.
Aye, he's a
Good shot.
You
Good
are
up. That's a good
uppercut in
return.
there.
Good return.
Alexander,
Usyk,
you
let him know.
are a great.
Piece
You're
him up.
legend.
You're
Piece him up.
great, bro.
There we
You're
go.
great.
There we go.
Let's not mess around, bro.
There you go.
What am I looking at right now?
Piece him up, bro.
How's he doing this?
What you're seeing is a master at work right now.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Nah.
Show spoiler. This man knows how to ruin a show.
Usyk
He
round.
comes to your house, party done. Remember when people trying to have parties in
Oh.
COVID, bro?
Oh.
And the police came over and said, everybody go home. That's what he's on. That's what he's doing, bro. It's ridiculous.
That is
Oh, boy.
Oh.
That is he shut this shit
Shut
down.
it down.
Shut it down.
Joey,
What?
Joey.
You and your family, you're not allowed to be together.
I
Get
just
the
want-
fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And he spoke about Christmas.
Yeah.
Not this time,
I'm
mate.
bringing Alexander Usyk on you.
Look at this.
Fucking hell.
Look at this.
Do you know what,
Look at
lads,
this.
right? I'll
Look
give
at
credit to Fury. He made it harder to get hit. But as I said earlier, those uppercuts, body shots are not nowhere to be seen.
Mate.
He looks more clumsy with the extra weight on.
Yep.
And here's the thing. He's
Bang.
had some good moments, but that last round looked easy.
Yeah.
It didn't even look close.
There's one shot where it lands,
We
he
got
goes
one.
bang and just stands still.
Mate, he looks like the Statue of Liberty.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo, I just want to remind you, it's the championship round. Fury needs something.
This is it.
Let's see.
This
Fury
is
needs
it.
something.
Tyson Fury needs a knockout.
He needs a knockout
He needs
or
a
a knock-
knockout
He needs a
because he's
knockout
been
or a knockdown.
dominated.
Down.
Come on, Usyk, give me a KO, bro.
Oh.
He needs a
Give
knockout
me
or
a
a
KO.
knockdown.
Sit this brother down.
I'd like a knockdown. It would be nice, wouldn't it?
There you go. Good
That was a
body
good
shot from
uppercut
Fury
there.
there.
Is that uppercut?
It was, yeah, but I don't think
No,
it
I
landed.
thought it was to the body, wasn't
It was to the
Okay.
body. It was to the
to
body.
Okay.
I don't even know if it landed cleanly though.
Fury knows what he has to do.
Fury should have been doing this from round one, man. Sticking it on him, going
It's
after
very
him.
difficult.
Why you put all this weight?
Oh,
There you go.
Oh, he's not. He's
Beat him
he's
up,
been
bro.
hurt, yeah.
Beat him up. There we go. Beat him up.
They said no man born of his mother.
This guy's definitely
Listen,
come from a
Yeah,
woman.
don't start with that until the fucking bell rings, right? Don't you
Easy.
dare. Don't you dare
There
put
we
us through
go.
this.
There you go.
That's a good shot.
Beat him up. There
And
you go.
Fury has returned with two of his own.
Usyk comes back as always.
Put everything
this
into
guy.
this, Tyson. Everything into this round. We need this round.
There's no way this is close enough
If
for
the-
Fury
listen-
to win
Nah,
this.
yeah, I
on
know,
the
but
last
you
round.
start by winning the
Look at
round.
this. Look at this
See how
guy.
clumsy he looked there when he came forward.
Outrageous.
He's holding
Outrageous.
his head. He's holding his head. But listen, referee, what are you going to do
There you
about
go.
it?
Looking
Fury
like,
knows what he's got to do here.
He's keeping him honest.
looking
Them
like a
shots, he doesn't want to
I've got to
commit.
give credit. Like, he's actually putting the effort in.
Yeah,
here,
he's
Fury.
trying.
He could have
Yeah.
done it
He
a
has
lot
to,
earlier.
mate. He's
He's
spoken to
looking
his
like
wife for
Chisora,
3
fam.
months.
guy's looking like Chisora with this game plan going forward.
Yeah,
like
he
this.
should have done that earlier, though.
And those uppercuts don't look like they mean it.
They haven't got the same
Zing.
Mate,
Zing it.
I said earlier
Look
on,
at that.
though, like, to knock out Usyk, you've got to do it within the first 6 or 7 rounds, man.
You've got to.
Go on.
He did. He,
It's a better shot.
he never fought this
Piece
fight
him up,
looking
bro.
as desperate as I thought he would from the get-go. Like,
I'm trying to see if Usyk's hurt or he's just
nah,
bouncing.
he's, mate,
Okay.
he's
No,
light
he's
on his
fine.
feet, man.
He's fine.
Because this is the thing, even if you come back with a little bit more,
Look at
intent,
that.
Hands
he
Look at
been
takes
that.
slowing
something
right
from you.
down
Look at
from
that.
Fury. He could get countered, but at the same time, he needs to take the
He's
risks.
got to
here.
risk it. He's
He
got to
really
risk it.
needs to
His
risk it
legacy's
and
on
move
the
forward
line
There
here.
here.
you
want
go.
to because he reminds
Piece
him,
him up.
I'm me.
Oh,
There you
shot
go.
from Alexander
There you
Usyk.
go.
Biggest
Piece him
shot
up.
of the round.
Piece him up.
Usyk,
There you go. There you go.
Good
There you
comeback
go.
from
That was
Fury.
beautiful
There you go.
combinations.
Showing
Fury
good
didn't
heart.
land on the comeback. Mate.
you
Fury
are a generational great.
Fury's
bro.
showing heart, but you
The
know, it's one
combination's
way.
there. The way he mixed the body head.
There you go. Piece him up, man.
I fucking love you, mate. You
Big
are a
needed this.
generation.
Good job
Big
from
needed
Alexander
this.
Usyk.
Hold that.
We're in the final 35 seconds. Fury needs a knockout. He's pouring it on. He's trying his best.
Bruv.
But he's just not
spoil your
connecting.
work. Don't spoil your work. You need to get on him, bro. Fury, this is stupid,
He's
bro.
stupid, bruv. He ain't got nothing else.
I thought you would have fought with
Piece
more
him up.
urgency than this, man.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
His legs-
Put some hands on him again.
Even Joey knows right now what's going on. Stevie Wonder can see this.
Yeah,
bad
I said
way.
it earlier, lads.
Stevie Wonder
Let's
can
not
see
count
this.
out the judges because
Yeah.
those corrupt
Yeah, I know.
bastards.
That's the only thing
They
that's
might rob
concerning
this
now.
man.
Look at him.
Oh,
There you go.
yes,
There you go.
there you
I
go.
love you.
Leave
I
go
love you,
down.
Usyk.
Oh, get your hand
Put
down.
your hand
Get
down.
your hand down.
Big bozo out
I
there.
am Phil.
Close the door.
I
on this.
am Phil,
Close the
bruv.
door on this
I
crowd.
am Phil.
Get in! Come
Get him out
on!
there, bro.
No man born
Usyk.
of his mother, fam.
No man
Caesarean.
born from his mother. Well, I tell you what, Alexander Usyk defied that.
There you go. There you go.
Ah.
There you go. Now let's see if they do a job on him on the
Oh, they better
scorecards.
not.
Listen, I swear to
I'm
God.
going to go down
Because
there
not
right
even
now.
Joey has this guy in Fury's way.
Yeah.
Joey don't even want to
But I
talk.
don't know why we're saying not even Joey, like I'm biased. I've never fucking been biased towards him anyway.
Never, ever.
This is your guy, bro.
Joey, you're
Yeah,
sounding
he
a bit-
is.
you're sounding a bit salty, Joey.
Yeah, he is. But there's never been a time when I've
Joey,
been
calm
scoring,
it
when
down.
I've
You're
been
sounding a
scoring
bit
the fight,
salty,
when
mate.
I've been biased.
You sound
You
upset, bro.
sound a bit salty, Joey. You gotta let it go, mate. I understand right now I'm eating Haribos and I'm having the time of my life.
I had
But
to
you
sit
just
there.
gotta accept it, mate.
I had to sit and watch my guy get knocked smart
Listen,
out in
in-
Wembley, bro.
in fairness to
Go
Joey-
through it. Go through it. Go through it, bro. Go through this.
Remember your face in Wembley?
Oh my
It was
God.
a horrible
Oh my
night.
God.
We were watching,
That's
and
what
I
I'm
was
saying.
on you like this, bro. It was a horrible
Oh my
night.
God.
Listen, in fairness to Joey, he's scored it exactly the way it's been.
scored it the way
And
everyone
and
scored it.
and
I know,
even in
but
the
now-
past,
but
and even in the past, he tells it the way it is. Yes, we're all got an edge of biasness to it.
Wait, it's the
but
pain
he
game.
sit-
It's the pain game. We're
This is
being
the pain
pricks.
game.
We are pricks,
Yes.
bro. And we're gonna take the moment. When the moment
You're not trying to
arrives.
bury my guy. I'm not having it. Listen, brother, I'm not letting them do it.
Joey.
Oh, God.
Just a mental health check. Are you all right? Just checking in, man. Just checking in.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
I know how this feels because when Daniel Dubois did not the
I
AJ,
fucking love this cunt. Oh
that
my
was hard
God.
to watch.
Trust me, we have to go through it.
And we're all gonna go for
If
a
you
meal.
haven't already, please hit the like button and the retweet button on X. Hit the like button on YouTube. Subscribe. We fucking love you. We're about to have
Absolutely.
the decision, and it should be, according to all of us, an Alexander Usyk win.
You don't know.
We don't know. It's
If
on
they
these
rob it,
motherfuckers. These
They
corrupt.
gotta-
We've already seen one robbery tonight. I wouldn't put it past them. I would not put it past them.
If they rob him, I'm gonna
I'm
go
looking.
mad.
I'm looking at Johnny Nelson. Johnny Nelson's doing this, and I'm looking at Johnny saying, "Piss off, Johnny Nelson." But you're not telling me right now. Yeah, that's a swear word. This is the pain game, baby. About this, nah, mate.
We've literally got Sky Sports next door to us, and we're giving them the fucking finger.
None of it, mate.
And by the way, what views are giving them the finger as
Oh,
well.
no, don't do that,
Because
don't do
right
that.
now,
No, don't do
the
that.
independent Pain Game YouTube
What are we
channel
doing?
is doing 923,000 concurrent viewers
Bam.
on the motherfucking X alone. That's not even including YouTube. Don't forget who the #1 fucking boxing channel is.
Come on!
All right.
Oh, AJ got his mind together. AJ got his mind together.
Lovely.
He heard the word.
He gave it a
'Cause
10-10.
I'm telling you
He
right
gave it
now.
10-10 that last round, though.
What did he do?
Boys.
10-10.
Oh,
AJ
Christ.
did
Do you
what?
want a quick prediction?
Oh, don't,
Robbery.
please.
No.
Usyk.
Whoa.
Robbery.
Usyk
I
split
think
decision.
split decision, one judge gives it a draw.
Oh,
It's
God
gonna be a
almighty.
robbery.
By the way, that's not me saying I think it's that.
It's going to be a robbery. You lot heard my prediction.
All
Wait.
3 judges.
Oh.
To 112. Usyk.
Let's not play.
Get your hand
games.
down,
Still.
Fury.
And still,
There we go.
Come on.
Put your hand down, dog. It's over, big
The
man.
king! And to tell you what, this isn't because of the war. This isn't a
But
Happy New Year.
there you go.
It's a fucking
There you
Alexander
go.
Usyk,
There you go.
living legend. Living legend.
I'm looking at Johnny Nelson right now. He was doing that. I said, mate,
Listen,
mate.
Let me just say this, yeah. I'm so glad I was here to see this in person. I'm so glad to see you lose in person with my eyes, my own eyes.
Yes.
Someone needs to take a picture of me, bro. This is a funeral, bro. And I'm here just to make sure that you are done.
1 second, here we go. Let's go. Give me another angle. Come on, change it up. Come on, let's
Absolutely. In person.
Oh,
I'm your biggest hater.
wow.
Let me be clear.
And ladies and gentlemen, even if you are a Tyson Fury fan, I've got some good news for you. We've just basically confirmed we finally get Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, the fight we've always wanted. Thank fuck for that.
And do you know what? Going off the back of that, I don't think that it's actually like I think there's so many outcomes that could have damaged that potential fight even more. Like Fury's, listen, I'm fucking heartbroken. I would have absolutely loved Fury to have won this fight
love you.
tonight.
We're here for
But
you.
at the same time,
We're going to safari tomorrow.
I love you too.
I do. You know me and Joe, you've got a funny bromance, right? Because he loves Tyson Fury and I hate Tyson Fury. But we love each other, so it's okay.
Yes.
No, but at the same time, yeah, I won't lie, like there was a fear of me coming here tonight and I was like, I don't want to see my favourite fighter get knocked out, man. I don't want to see him get hurt, nothing like that.
I've seen that.
You've had to see that. I understand that feeling, yeah.
It's rough.
I can come through it and I can go, do you know what? I said the first time out that I gave it to Usyk by a couple of rounds. This time, I think those 3 judges' scorecards were right. I had it by 4 rounds to Usyk at the end of the fight.
Yeah.
They had it by 4 rounds. Whether we agreed on the same rounds, it was the same. But one thing I do know, we spoke about this era thing earlier, whatever. This is Usyk's era now, but at least we're going to get our questions as to AJ against Tyson
Can
Fury.
I just say one thing? In my prediction, lads, I tried to make a case for what he should do. And I said, he needs to fight this as a 6-round fight, expend all that energy and put it on him and go after him.
Yep.
Or he will lose. There is no way you can hang with him. And what this rested on is, does Fury have what it takes to really risk it that much?
Yeah.
And he didn't risk it enough tonight. He tried to hurt him, but he played it too safe. And only later on where we seen him come forward and we were like, you should have done this when you had fresh arms.
At what
mate.
point do we accept, though, that Usyk makes it very difficult for you to do any of that?
I agree.
It's Usyk.
But what did I say? He didn't try hard enough himself.
No. We spoke to Bellew. I remember we spoke to Bellew on the zone.
You're telling me that Tyson Fury on the back foot for the first few rounds of that. There's no way he tried hard.
It's time to respect that Usyk is the reason why they can't do it.
No, he didn't. But the point is it's the fear of being knocked out by Usyk. He didn't risk it.
AJ didn't fake it in KO.
No.
He couldn't get near him.
Check this out, guys. You
AJ
know
didn't
what?
risk it enough
There's
either.
a thing
AJ did the
right
same
now.
thing. He made the same mistake AJ made.
Do you know where I think the mistake was made? In the kitchen. When the simple fact is, he put on far too much weight. He took what he's seen in the second fight against Deontay Wilder.
Right, I've got a
he
question.
thought that's the remedy, but it was too much weight.
I've got a question for you.
Go
on.
At what point did Tyson Fury gamble and go for it in that fight?
Can I
At
tell?
what point?
I'm
He
going to
didn't.
answer the question. I'm going to answer the question, guys. You lot have heard of the Da Vinci Code. This is the Alexander Code, and no one can crack it. We had it with Mayweather, and now we're in the Alexander era. I remember I spoke to. Go on. Go
What's he
ahead.
saying?
Fuck me, I can't believe what's happening. I am filled. Do you think the scorecard was correct?
Do you think the scorecards were correct? Is asked of Alexander Usyk here. He looks emotional. He looks quite emotional, doesn't he?
No, he said I win. He said I win.
I mean, it's good.
I'm just a boxer.
It's not my job to judge it. I'm just a boxer, essentially.
Do you know why I think he's emotional? Every time with these big occasions, he thinks of his dad.
Yeah.
He said it in previous press conference. He keeps looking up, and that's why he's emotional.
That's why he bends to the floor, doesn't he, after he wins?
Yeah.
He is phenomenal.
I hope he retires. I hope he retires.
He's got
perfect.
nothing to prove. He's got nothing to
perfect.
prove. He's having a serious
Very,
moment of thinking about his dad right now.
Very emotional.
My wife helped me. What a cheeky bar.
Isn't that ironic?
That's a little quiet dig, that.
I don't want to say anything. I prefer not to speak, okay?
Did he just say my wife helped me?
Even in his most emotional moment, he still got a little dig in there to Fury. Mistake was making, brother.
Do you know what? I love that he's such a family man. I love that
Yeah.
Usyk is, and look, I'm not. I'll take the piss out of Fury. They're both family men, right? But I really admire that about Usyk. He seems such a dedicated bloke,
Yeah.
and he seems like a really humble. Like you can't imagine him living the.
Daniel Dubois!
The Slayer is here.
Bad timing, bro.
This is not a good move from Daniel Dubois. I understand he wants to
wants
fight,
his revenge.
but we've just seen a world class.
No,
He did just bow to him. Give him a little bit of respect.
Hold on.
No. Dubois, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
Hold on. Wait, what's he said? His Excellency, I like it. Usyk says, let's go again.
So. Okay, can I just recap it if you're not watching the footage at all? Daniel Dubois just called out Usyk. Usyk looked like on you, the guy I just knocked out. Okay. Turkey. Put the fight on. I'm going to sort this guy out.
He is an assassin.
Wait. Guess what, guys? Guess what? We got AJ Fury. It's definitely happening now, bro. It is definitely happening now, bro.
Let's listen to what he's saying.
They were in each other's way.
This
He
is
is a
unbelievable,
bad
lads.
man.
This is unbelievable.
I love this guy.
This is unbelievable.
Daniel Dubois against Alexander Usyk coming.
You're
and we've
talking
got
to me,
Anthony
brother.
Joshua.
Set that up, bro.
It was quite awkward the way he come in. Someone said, now's your moment. He didn't really know what to do with himself.
I guarantee it's Frank Warren who sent him in there.
Of course he
Get
did.
in
Now, can we just have a moment, right?
Yeah.
We get the point about Usyk versus Dubois 2. I'm up for seeing that. Are you up for seeing that?
Yeah.
And now with Daniel Dubois with more confidence,
he's a champion coming into this.
It's worth seeing.
I am.
100%.
But if I'm Alexander Usyk, I retire.
I would retire.
Yeah.
Because
Fury-
I don't believe that the Usyk Dubois one. I think the low blow thing is a bit of a thing, but I don't believe it's as controversial as people think. When we speak about how calculated and how clever Usyk is, once he knows that the referee is giving that as a low blow, I believe he takes the opportunity to take as much time as he wants to take. However, if the ref hadn't have given it a low blow, I think that Usyk would have just got up and carried on.
Even
I
against
think he
Fury.
knew he was taking the sting out of the situation in
Yes.
that moment. So therefore, I didn't really see it as a controversial decision. If I'm Usyk, I sail off into the sunset now and I retire knowing I've achieved everything. But I'll love to see it.
Yeah, I personally thought it was without a doubt a low blow at the time, and I don't think he cheated. I don't think he's a cheater. But can we just take a moment towards the end of here? Alexander Usyk now, we've seen him whip Tony Bellew. We've seen him, obviously, go on and murder as Roe